After saving Absalom from a threat by the Whispering Tyrant and their servants festering within the grisly fair, our heroes took the fight to the Gravelands. Although they achieved victory over one of the tyrant's most powerful servants, it came at a dreadful cost, and they went their separate ways. A year has passed since then, and our heroes find themselves drawn together once again. Mysterious arrow cards have appeared in their possession, and the cards seem drawn to one another, pulling them back to the city of Absalom. The cards want to be whole once more, but their presence and their power is not unknown to everyone. As various groups mobilize to take them for their own, our heroes will find themselves drawn to a conflict, not just with these forces, but for the fate of Golarion itself. The cards have been dealt. Welcome to Stolen Fates. Hello, everyone!
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be worse. They could have an unholy Avenger and it could just be,
Yeah, it could be worse. Someone could just interrupt Matt saying, hello, everyone.
I mean, I may have been trying to do that, but he jumped on it too fast.
But yeah, hi, welcome to Stolen Fate. We were having a discussion about Golarion gods and the Holy Avenger.
Sex gods.
Sex gods, sex gods.
Oh my god, we were talking about me?
Wow.
Well done. Very quick.
That silence said more than any of us could.
Thank you.
I'm genuinely trying to think, has Illustrana made a move yet? And I don't think she has.
Illustrana has made multiple moves.
I think she's just too shy to take what she wants.
No,
they've been subtle and bashful as a chaste woman ought to be.
Yeah, but fate says you can just bone her anytime.
The thoughts they squirrel.
To doing. Chat won't be able to see it anywhere. We're still in like the pre-build. But how is everyone? How are we all?
I joined a cult.
Yay! Good for you.
Which one?
I joined the Society of Creative Anachronism.
Okay. So, like, historical pre-enactment?
From what I understand, it's... Yeah, it's kind of...
Are we supposed to be getting our Apex items now, I guess? Sorry, that's an interruption. I just realized we're at the level where that happened.
Julia, can I get even more value onto my character?
The Apex items are an option. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll get one.
I love looking at the value of characters on Foundry. It's like Whisper 10k, Korgar 19, Bow 13, Illustrana 57.
Okay, y'all don't spend money.
Hey, I don't have an issue with it.
Y'all don't spend money.
Well, it's also the case of, look, it's pretty well known that I myself as a GM I'm pretty loose with the treasure when it comes down to it. Like, I will casually just drop 10k on the party because it's like, yeah, all right.
Just don't be busted.
Well, it's just, you just maintain the level brackets and you're fine.
Exactly. If I want 60 alchemist fires to kill an entire village, then Matt'll give it to me.
To be clear, to be fair, 10,000 of that is a little over 10,000 is just materials. It's treasure items.
Yeah.
So you're hoarding.
That's one way to put it.
There's specific Apex items for this adventure path. I'm clicking out now. I'm not spoiling myself any more than that. Apparently there are.
Look, they're probably not going to drop until they're probably not going to drop until the next book. Because I've looked ahead for the rest of this book. Also, the chapter you're about to start is pretty short.
Wonderful.
Oh, radical. Is it just going to be more of the law people being showing up and being like, hey?
Oh, that's all
We have
me.
stupid ideas.
That's all me. That's me with the
Matt
stupid
being
ideas.
a nuisance? Who'd have thunk it?
What's that? Matt made you like roam all around the Howard realm instead of just running for the obvious fortress at the center?
Yeah, that was what
Hey,
I was
listener.
gonna do, Matt.
That's what all of you would have done. That's why I made you do the runaround.
What you made us go to stepping stone number 1.
At least I didn't make you go on like stepping stones 1 through 5.
Yeah, imagine going to find a vampire guy and the vampire guy has nothing to do with anything.
I mean, he was trying to take over a power center. One day we're all gonna get over Agents of Edgewatch, Outlaws of Alkenstar. One day we're gonna get over it.
I had a great time.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Fred did
also
have
had
a great time.
I also had a great time. I just didn't like that part.
Look, I have regrets about Outlaws because it was the last adventure path where I was like, I'm gonna try to run this as close to the book as possible. When I
And
should
then we
have.
did this whole airship thing, and it was sick.
I did enjoy the airship thing. I really wish I could say volumes about Outlaws and what they could have done with Alkenstar. I would like to go back there, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen.
You know, I can't wait for me to have all of the feelings Matt has about Alkenstar, about the ancient Greek place, Iblados.
It'll be fine. You're going to
It's
be
gonna be
mythic.
horrible, Matt.
As long
Could
as
be
Matt
mythic.
plays on the coast, I think we'll be okay.
Though,
It'll be so bad.
it's going to be fine.
Isn't it before level 12 as well?
It finishes at level 10.
It's the
It's
bad
1 to 10.
mythic, yeah.
So you don't get the mythic destiny.
You don't get the cool mythic parts.
Why,
you get the lame
Paizo?
mythic parts.
Though they could
You
do
get the
1 to
boring mythic
12.
parts.
They could do 1 to 12 the same way they did Seasons of Ghosts. That'd be fine.
Nah, they're gonna give you the boring mythic parts.
Well, that also means that they'll probably be setting up for a 11 to 20 mythic adventure.
Wow, I wonder, like, hear me out. What if you had a perfect adventure path that all you had to do was just remaster it as a mythic campaign?
Look. I haven't said no to the idea of making you all mythic.
I feel like it's a bit late now.
That's
It's a bit late now. I'm free archetyped. You
That's
can't do
part of the
free
reason.
archetype and mythic.
yeah.
Can't you?
It's not recommended.
It would be
No.
OP.
Mythic is supposed to be like free archetype plus, except in the early levels it feels like free archetype minus. What?
Oh, absolutely. Here, instead of giving you class level feats, how about you just get a set of skill feats instead?
You know, if I ever want to
That
do like
occasionally let you add a big number to your mythic.
if I ever want to do like a
Whoa.
just chatting stream talking about like Pathfinder and stuff like that, I could get Juliet on and just say like 2 things and we'd be set for like 3 hours.
Juliet is very good at yapping.
You could have me talking about animal companions and Starfinder.
Yeah.
Talk about Greece and the Roman Republic, and then you'll have a yapping for days.
I do love the Roman Republic.
Chat
Not
just
to be
Think about
confused with the Roman
Republic
Empire.
Often.
Ladies only think of the Roman Republic. Men think of the Roman Empire.
It's the better period for Rome.
look. I will just say, before I met you, Juliet, I would go years without thinking of anything Roman.
Yeah, it's because you aren't cool enough to think about Rome.
I would go as far as the next Life of Brian reference.
Well, I don't have much in the way of announcements. We've mentioned this before, just quickly. Once Stolen Fate is finished, we're probably going to be running a short campaign or short quick start of Wilderfeast, just as a kind of palate cleanser.
Wild.
I'm so excited to play Torbo Moss Mullet Reimagined.
So they'll be using the Wilderfeast system through Foundry. So I'm kind of excited for that. After that, will be, as has mentioned, jumping to the Greek campaign, which Myth Speakers, I think it's called. I'm not sure.
I've got my character already made. I hope you know. She's already built.
Not Achilles.
She's a girl. She can't be Achilles.
That's what I said. Not Achilles.
All the Hades references. I feel like I'm going to have to watch someone play both games just so I can just squeeze as many into it as possible.
Hi, I'll play Hades.
Yeah? Purely for my entertainment and research.
Sure.
Dance for me, monkey.
Well, all that said, though, I don't have much else in the way of announcements. So, character introductions. Who wants to go first?
Introductions?
You heard me. Kogar!
It's me. It's me, Kargar. I have a hand right here.
Hooray.
Sounds so bitter.
Okay. such a stupid bit you pulled.
I've pulled stupider, it's fine.
Yeah, no, you made
Have
Sakawachi a landlord.
Yeah.
This poor Inuit
no.
girl, and you made her a landlord.
She's a chosen one.
Who's the landlord?
I'm so sorry that Paizo forgot to give her a personality. I had to step in.
She's got a personality. But yes, continue, Kogar.
Personality of being the one. Well done, Paizo. Great personality traits. Kolgar, on the other hand, is not the one. He's just an old man who likes to do certain things. One of those things is transforming, because he's a druid. You may see some of that tonight.
No promises, though. Bow. We'll go left to right.
Me. Okay. Hi, I'm Nick. I'm Martin Maxwell in chat. I play Bao Saing, the Yaoguai champion of Sun Wukong.
And Whisper.
Hi, I'm Leo. I play Whisper. She's the one right there. Yep, just keep looking at her. Yep, just keep your eyes. No, don't blink. Don't blink. Oh, you blinked.
She's
What
gone.
an excellent episode title. Don't blink.
I think that in that episode we should have none of the main characters and just have no, that's not the one where the guy gets turned into or the girl gets turned into a tile. That's a different episode.
That is a different episode. Also,
also
boy.
doesn't have the doctor. I conflated the two episodes without the doctor in them.
Don't
feel like
blink is...
we stumbled on to the topic of another stream that you can have a rant about is Doctor Who episodes.
I can run Doctor Who. And Illustrana.
Hi, I am Illustrana. I am officially a roguey rogue. I can sneak really well.
Yeah.
So I've got legendary sneak, and I do get to piss off Matt with that now.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh no, look, I have had to deal with legendary sneak in the past. I'm good. I'm ready for the bullshit.
Imagine.
But she is a noble elf from Kionan. She rides a giant bird. She's very knightly. She's very proper. And some people say that she is not forward enough. I say that she is just the right amount of forward. I think that sometimes you've got to play cards a little close to your chest.
Well, it's not just that. You know, when people in relationships put down boundaries, you know, it's good to just kind of let the boundaries sit and not cross them. It's fine.
What do you mean? Boundaries are meant to be crossed. That's what Tree Razor taught me.
Wow, that's a deep cut into ancient trees that will never grow back. The Doctor Who one-shot, Doctor Who TTRPG. I have played it before. It depends which version you would want me to showcase, because I'm not doing like the 5e conversion they did to get some extra money.
And here I thought that, like, Call of Cthulhu would be what you would run for a Doctor Who one shot.
No, there's a specifically made Doctor Who TCRPG.
Huh?
Runners go first. That's how the initiative works. Runners go first, talkers go second.
Oh, just second.
People who do like attacks and things go last. It's very simple. It's a really great system. But all that said, we're not here to talk about Doctor Who specifically. We're here for Stolen Fates. And my question, as always, who remembers what happened last time?
Not
We
me.
killed a lich.
Another one. What is that? 3 this campaign? No, 2.
Oh my god, it
So
is.
many. So many liches.
It's 3. We killed one at the start, we killed one in the desert, and then we killed one in not Harrowheart.
Let's see.
I mean, to be fair, we've only actually really killed 2. One of them is currently regenerating.
That's true.
That'll be right.
They'll walk it off. It's fine.
Then we came back. The evil portal was closed. An evil dragon came through.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we were probably gonna go deal with that.
Which dragon?
The one that can swallow whole anything.
I mean, not anything.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Okay.
Matt's so
Oh.
excited to pull out
Oh.
here.
You have
Oh.
no idea how excited I am.
Let's
I wish it didn't happen. There was no picks.
I have leveled him up a little bit, so it'll be a fair fight. It's going to be a severe encounter. You're going to be fighting him and his lair.
Oh, right. Yes, lair. I forgot about that. Can we just leave him be?
No,
I've
Illustrana
already
wants to
stated-
kill him.
I've already stated he is an optional boss fight. You do not have to fight him.
Illustrana wants to kill him.
He's gonna transform a tile, and it's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, no, he absolutely is going to transform an entire tile.
Can we give him a card and everything?
I want to kill him.
You want to kill him? That seems mean. Like, I was...
Illustrana is notoriously mean towards demons. That's like her whole thing. That's like a major feature of her character.
I don't
not
think Maratosk is a demon.
technically not a
Isn't he a
demon.
Velstrak? You said he was a
I
Velstrak.
should give him that, shouldn't I? He is
He's
technically a
just
flesh
Uncle
warp.
boy.
Is there
You
one
said
for...
in this
Yes.
context he was a Velstrak. So
He was flesh warped by the Velstrax.
yeah.
So technically not a demon, but he does have like the flesh warp and aberrant. He's not having a fun time.
He's demonish.
Yeah.
I think we should kill him.
He's got dark colors. Get him, says Illustrana. He reminds
Wow.
me of demons.
Wow. More to the point, you do actually have like this.
And he's gonna attack our other dragon.
Yeah, like absolutely.
We already have a dragon.
Redneck
Yeah,
black.
she's lame though.
she's
I think
she's
all
fine.
dragons are lame, but you know.
Wow.
Plus, think of all the
Mean.
cool loot we'll get for killing this guy.
He doesn't have any loot. He just got here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like let him sit for a little bit, build up his loot.
Yeah, haven't you played Loop Hero before?
You know, just
Oh
let
no,
a
the
little time
loot
pass.
Illustrana was
fine.
talking about was his skin.
Oh no! Look,
That's probably gonna be super gross.
I don't think you want that skin. That's bad.
No.
Skin.
maybe
yeah.
some teeth.
Probably a lot of
Fair.
teeth.
He's got teeth on the inside.
We all have teeth on the inside, Matt.
No, as in the inside of his stomach.
Actually, mostly
inside.
children have teeth on the inside.
That's true.
That's
Teeth
true.
move.
Children are filled with teeth.
That's why you can rattle them if you shake hard enough.
Who gave Matt 2 villain points?
That's
Thank
why
you,
they call
Aggro.
babies rattle.
Wow. the terrifying idea that my daughter might actually watch this at some point.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee. Your dad loves you very much.
If she
Juliet
does, she's
also
gonna
thinks you're
think
pretty
that
cool.
Juliet is cool as hell. That is what I have heard from her. The rave reviews I have heard from your daughter is that she thinks I'm cool as hell.
She does think you're cool as hell. It's kind of adorable. But
I don't know what you did to deserve that adoration. You just kind of existed.
I believe I talked about Greece. I think I talked about the Trojan War.
Wow.
so, players, you're level 17 now.
Yeah.
What? Crazy.
You got the lens that allows you to see where the deck of Harrowed Tales is. And you potentially have a way into the Prince of Wolves' own hellish domain. Now,
Did we already have that?
well, now you actually have a proper bridge.
Gotcha.
But until you claim the deck for yourselves and do something about it, the Velstrax will continue to exist in the Harrowed realm.
Well, we should probably go deal with that.
Just casually.
Yeah.
So you have a couple of options in front of you. You could either deal with Maratosk. You can let him leave, like just let him sit for a little while. That'll be fine. You'll probably have to fight him between books, though, just to let you know, because he will become more of a problem. Or you could do your push straight to the Prince of Wolves.
I am going to shop.
You're going to shop till you drop?
Yes. Not quite. Can I have a +3 potency?
Have that one on that.
Yes.
How much does it cost again?
Like 8.5 grand, I think.
Oh, I need
Juliet's
another
got enough to spare.
potency.
Wow.
Sorry, it's 9.
Not
It's just short of 9
liquid.
grand.
Not in liquid assets.
You've got him in crafting assets.
Potency, weapon, 16.
8 grand.
Why couldn't they just made it? They could have just made it 9 grand. No one would have said. All right.
Do you want to know why?
Sure.
Because you do not. Because it's 8 grand. Because in order to get a +3, in most cases, you would have had a +2 and a +1. So if you go from +1 to +2 is only a 900 gold change, because the
Oh, do I
35
actually
gold
have
goes
enough?
into it.
yeah, it's the difference between the two. I
Let's
gotcha.
check. Let's see if I combine the mummy bits.
I'm just gonna say I have a +3 now.
Yep.
I don't need striking runes because I don't need to punch with my fists. But I can be lame and put on property runes.
We brought back the forge. Is there any kind of discount now?
You were given, I think it was 10k worth of crafting materials.
Yes,
There you
into
go.
a lot of that.
Yeah, well.
But Bao, specifically
Yeah.
Bao,
Uh-oh.
how are your
Okay, so I definitely have
fundamentals?
enough.
How are my what?
Fundamentals?
Solid.
Elemental runes.
Superb. Great.
Superb.
Couldn't be better.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
They call them
presumably they could be better. They could be mythic.
all fundamental bow. It's their name.
Okay, so you do have a +3 potency on your stuff. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
No worries.
Though at some point I do have to drop another item on you. The mummy bits, what are we making? I'm curious about that, Illustrator. What are you using the mummy bits for?
Oh, I was just gonna combine all of the magical essence of all of the magical ingredients I have to make a +3 rune for Korgar. I was gonna do.
Oh. Well, you can trade with the various merchants and things that are around Harrowheart.
That's 809.
Like, you are starting to have a burgeoning economy in this little demi-plane of yours.
Oh, I
We have
love
plenty of
coffee.
Monopoly money too.
Okay, well, let me get rid of the appropriate amount of crafting materials. And then my troll parts. And then my mummy bits.
Dodge showing up and being like, well,
Then-
actually, the Monopoly money, as you call it, is just pure mana that is being made physical.
Who asked the nerd?
Technically speaking, I am a
color-
nerd. I am your resident nerd.
Ooh. I should probably have this Wonder Prismatic Spray on my person, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Never mind, it's an occult one.
That was quick. Look, I will say it's either you have duds or you have a voice in your head.
What do you mean?
Wait, you
Alright, well,
prefer
that
a voice in your head?
Of my wealth.
Korg's always got voices in his head.
Well, yeah,
How else
we
do you
know
think he turns
that.
into monsters?
Right. But
Let's
noticeably
know,
never
I've got a
aberrant
lot less
form.
wealth now.
Never aberrant form. What's with
Never
that?
aberrant form?
Actually, can druids use aberrant form?
No.
Okay. That makes sense then.
That's just on the arcane list. Same reason we can't use Avatar,
Which
which I think is stupid because they made a whole entire TV series about the whole topic.
right? And there was movies as well?
There's a
Exactly.
live action TV show.
I still haven't watched that, but it's on Netflix, so I'm probably not going to.
Bad from what I hear.
Without putting on a certain hat anyway.
A tinfoil one?
Pirate.
Oh.
I've just heard it's not very good.
I like to move on to newer properties.
Oh?
No, I say that, but I'm actually doing a rewatch of Leverage at the moment.
I love Leverage. Leverage
So
goes
good.
so hard.
Leverage
Oh, I fucking
Redemption
love
recently got
Leverage.
onto Amazon Prime, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck yes.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not as good as the original. I'm gonna say it. It looks like they had a lot of budget issues
Yeah.
with Redemption.
Well, now that it's been folded into Prime, it should do a lot better. It's just like the first couple of seasons of Redemption, it's just been a case of, oh, okay, you're being produced by IMDb. Cool.
as God intended.
See, I have looked into Starfinder. I'm probably going to run in the future. I'm not sure when, though.
know what would be the-
Starfinder First Edition.
Second,
Oh,
You know what would be the rudest thing you could do, Matt?
what?
Run Starfinder and not include Juliet.
I don't know. I'm still undecided on whether or not I want to
sorry.
play Second Edition.
Run Starfinder First Edition and then not include Juliet.
Yeah, that would kill me.
I think that's counted as an illegal move.
Right?
This is what they call in the business bullying.
But no, I want to see what adventure paths they have for Starfinder first. See if one of them kind of captures my interest. As soon as they do like one that has proper spaceship combat, I'll be on board. Until then, however, I'm going to be cautious, and my dance card is currently full anyway.
I can't wait for them to do firing arcs again. The supreme form of space combat. Combat
So,
with firing arcs.
Stolen Fate. What we're doing?
Battlefleet Gothic, apparently.
Oh wait, someone did the pixel, didn't they?
Yeah, me.
And you didn't remind me? Jeez.
It's alright. I can drown you again if you'd like.
I mean, that's probably going to happen at some point anyway.
Now, question, Matt. Do I put on low-level property runes? Why does it not want me to have
What did I want on?
low-level property runes that just deal flat damages like a lame person?
I mean, you could go slightly higher level property runes that just do flat damage.
I could, but I feel like it kind of goes against the whole thing with transforming if I'm just going to put on damage runes.
I love damage runes.
Like they're objectively good, but they don't feel very interesting in the context of transforming into something else and using those attacks. You know? Actually, let's see if Foundry thinks that'll work in the first place. I will transform.
The Foundry system is a little bit funny when it comes to some of the property runes.
So we'll cast the spell that I do.
But I'm told they're going to be changing the Foundry system somewhat to make the runes a little bit more open so you can add your own.
Yay!
Which I'm really looking forward to.
Oh.
Rock Dragon.
Well,
If I had built my character for that, that'd be cool as hell.
while Korgar and Illustrana are doing that, Bow and Whisper, are you all good for your shoppings?
If by shopping you mean drinking, then yes.
Yeah.
I may need to get +3, and I just gotta work out how I'm gonna do that. Like, because we need to sell stuff.
Consumables, treasure. I almost got 4K in coins.
I'm just gonna take 1,000 or actually all 100 of our platinum pieces. I'm gonna take those.
The exact 100 platinum.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna spend it.
Like a capitalist. Why do we have 140 arrows in the stash?
Because we looted them off of people, I believe.
Actually?
We
Think
have
so.
we have 140 arrows.
Yeah, I think I looted them off of someone.
I'm fairly certain those came from the first archer assassins that we fought.
Yeah.
Well, I need them in case I start shooting my bow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm just
Bow
going
that
to
I've
sell
had
some
this
treasure
entire
things.
campaign. We also have a rock that's worth 0 gold pieces. So
Do we?
Is it a nice
oh, we
rock?
do.
It's just a nice rock.
We
It's
have
fine.
no. We have 5 rocks actually.
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay.
A likely ban invader.
The lens of the outreaching eye, an artifact. I can't even sell this.
No, you can't, because you need that for plot reasons.
Oh, okay.
It's the one you just picked
Yeah.
up.
The religious symbol of Gorham is only worth 1 silver. Ha.
That poor
We
guy.
have a really nice set of medicine. Does anyone make medicine checks?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do we just want to sell those?
Wow.
Yes, it's just what I was about to do. What is half of that? That's 19,000.
So 9,500.
That's the one.
Let me add that. Actually, I'm going to add 1,500, and Whisper's going to get their +3 striking rune.
Okay, works for me.
Nice and easy done. The sack for holding rocks.
What's happening with that greater resilient full plate?
I was gonna sell it.
Go sell it? Actually,
Yeah, I guess so.
Boop.
Matt exchange. Hey, we've got. Wait, why do we have 2 different Holy Avengers?
Because one of them was the original Holy Avenger for Algon, and then Matt got the remaster Holy Avenger for Algon.
Boop,
Sweet double loot.
boop.
They are both given to Algon, though, so
Definitely checking
he's
out.
just dual wielding.
Definitely recommend checking out Star Ocean 1 and 2 along with the Sea of Stars. Well, I completed Sea of Stars on stream.
Matt, can you create a secondary stash called cardigans or Harrow, whatever, heart people?
Yes, I actually can. That's not a bad idea.
Storykin.
Storykin?
Cardigans.
Yes.
Cardigans?
No. Cardigans are the citizens. The Storykin are the actual card people.
Fair enough.
Algon is now a citizen. He's
Eh,
fully naturalized.
eh.
We took all the bits of him that were left behind and we put them inside him.
Doesn't he still embody a card though?
Yeah, he embodies the paladins.
Okay, there you go.
I can't believe the pulsing red crystal is worth $0.
It's unique as well.
Yeah, you might want to have that on you just in case you need it for something.
Do we want to give you already moved Granny's thing. I was gonna say, do we want to give the thing that for Granny to Granny? Korgar, do you want the Tyrant?
Kind of.
Okay.
Why do I have this carnival still? Let's toss this in here.
I will mention the Tyrant feels a little bit gross to hold at the moment.
Why?
Like it's kind of corrupted.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Corrupt?
So hey, you weren't there for that. So the Lich was sort of under the Tyrant's influence.
Oh.
So it's bad.
That's why it's in the stash. But also, it's suspected that when the Tyrant tried to epitomize in, like, the Harrowheart, that's how Maratosk got through.
Okay, so all the problems are now done.
Him.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done Sea of Stars. I played Star Ocean 1 and 2.
Sure, I'll take the Carnival. No one else wants it. I love cards.
The only Star Ocean I played was the one on 360. I forget what that one was called. All I remember is at some point you end up in Roswell.
Yeah, okay.
Sell that Wonder Prismatic Spray.
Oh, that's right, because none of you are a cult.
Correct.
Is Whisper not a cult?
No, Whisper is, but like
Can't cast level 7 spells.
You don't have to be able to cast level 7 spells to activate a wand, I don't believe.
I do not know enough about wands other than if you use it more than once, you risk breaking it.
You don't have to be of the appropriate level to cast them. You just have to be able to cast a spell. Champions technically can use wands.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of hassles with that on Gatewalkers, actually. Because the
Does
system's
Whisper
like...
want the Prismatic Spray?
Yeah,
I've got my own spells for that sort of stuff.
fair enough. 3,250 coming at you.
Yay, money.
Boop. One day I'm going to get to be a player in one of these games and I'm just going to use up all the scrolls and potions.
You were and you did.
Yeah, and I tried to use some of them and I found out you couldn't use, like, the last boss was immune to all of them. That was fun.
Well,
It's what they get for just making the last boss a guy.
What do I have that's worth so much money?
money.
Your charming personality, Juliet.
Fuck, you beat me to it.
Thank you. I guess that's like 20k right there.
You got a $20,000 smile.
How many ships will that buy you? I'm not sure.
Will it buy you enough to use gossip lore to fly an airship? Who knows?
One time.
Oh, I love making that joke.
It's a great joke.
I think all your money is going to be in your weapons, not going to lie.
if you don't know what we're talking
like,
about,
part of it
then
is.
you can go back and watch the VODs on YouTube at YouTube/Tabletop Obscura.
You might
I mean,
actually
my
see
most
my flesh face.
My most expensive
Oh, not
thing
that one.
is Charger's Pride, but
I think it just adds up, really. Just having a quick gander for your stuff.
I just I'm not seeing where I get to like 49,000.
Oh, it just adds up.
Yeah.
It really does.
So,
Petonius has 100 gold worth of stuff, and Puddle has nothing. So
poor Puddle,
Puddle needs to get more stuff.
right?
I think that's the
Puddle
real
doesn't care for
lesson.
material things.
Too
He
good
prefers
for
to
us.
go with the flow.
Yeah.
Badumtis.
Very zen.
Matt, could you convert the resilient plate into numbers?
Into numbers.
Yes, please.
No one wants resilient plate mail?
I can't use heavy armor.
Mine's better.
I can't use heavy armor.
Get it, Nick.
I also am
Gone.
pretty sure I have all of those runes, so
We
Yeah.
keep looking at the elephant and not making a decision. Are you keeping the elephant or not? Or is it going?
Yeah, we're
or are you
keeping the
donating it?
elephant.
yeah, I
We
thought
usually get. We're turning it into a part of the Harrowheart realm.
All right. So donating. Gotcha.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
it was going to the circus, wasn't it?
I remember.
Sure.
I don't remember the specifics. Why do we have a sack for holding rocks?
We killed a giant. That's definitely where we
Oh.
got it from.
The only
That's
creatures
definitely where
that
we
have
got
them.
the sack for holding rocks, and where we got the 5 rocks.
Look, one
Sam
of
is
these
going to
days,
add a keen rune on.
I'm just gonna write a giant archetype, and it doesn't make you a giant. It doesn't make you bigger. It just means you can throw rocks. So giants will finally have a reason for that reaction.
I mean, that's just the improvised weapon fighter, which I have beef with that archetype because for some reason at higher levels they just randomly make it fall behind compared to other other weapons, like fundamentally. And I'm like, you're already not able to have potency runes on an improvised weapon. Why does it need to fundamentally fall behind too? It's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing, but there's a Magus thing, Magus subclass for it now as well.
Matt, can I have a
Improvised
keen rune?
Wild.
Yes. Oh, it's
Excellent.
uncommon, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Matt, can I have a quick strike rune?
Also uncommon? What's quick strike?
Quick strike is quickened. It's rare.
Yeah, it gives you quickened. It's rare. It's
I don't
kind of
actually want it.
overpowered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the
I don't actually want it.
Yeah, the problem with keen is it's for slashing, piercing weapons, not bludgeoning. Yay.
Because monks would be OP with it.
I have some of those things. Team, should I put on a damage rune for my third property rune?
Yes.
You don't have to. Wait, I'm not a part of the team, am I? Sad face.
No, you are the
You should
opposition.
get holy.
You should get fiendish, actually.
Unholy?
I guess.
It's unholy is the name of the rune.
I guess. Get things, because I might have you fighting angels or something.
He won't.
No,
he
you're
always
not.
promises it. It never happens.
Axiomite's holy.
No, Axiomite's a monitors.
Oh,
So get chaotic.
Wait. Yeah, chaotic used to be a rune, but they don't have it anymore.
I think it's changed
They
names to something else.
realigned. No, it's just not a thing anymore.
Okay.
should I get lightsaber
Axiomatic.
fists? That's what the brilliant rune is. It's a lightsaber.
Yeah, no, I know what the yeah.
I have brilliant.
I think it's a
sure.
brilliant idea.
Huddle
Oh,
time.
it's everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are we going to deal with the dragon now, or are we going to wait a little bit?
Well, we should deal with the dragon now.
We should probably deal with the dragon now before it starts murdering people.
Yep, so you're gonna fight him?
All right. I'd like to sort of scout out where he lives.
You might want to wait for the drain condition to come off first, though.
Oh, did
The
we
big
not
suck.
slept?
Well, it will take
You're
a couple
drained.
of days for all of you to recover, but you can remove your drained and all the other debuffs that you currently have on
Now
you.
was drained, I think. I wasn't drained.
You have access to the best medical staffing your cards can provide.
Drained lowers constitution, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hit points and fortitude.
Fantastic. Bao probably does that just to get more drunk.
Yeah, but I could also imagine Sung Wukong just coming along and blessing you with the inability to get drunk just for the lulz.
I feel like that's slightly against his own anathema, but like, it's his, so
Yeah,
he can do what he wants, huh?
yeah. And I think mischief is a bit higher up than, the other things.
Damn.
How much bulk do you carry? Light of encumbered 10.
Almost
Olga
there.
isn't carrying anything.
He's carrying his awesome self.
Yeah, I really could be carrying a lot more physical equipment. Wait, why is my tent not count for any bulk?
You know what? I'm not going to say that. But, are you finished with the shopping?
I'm gonna put on a sonic rune.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, I think I'm done shopping.
Yeah.
I can't afford a Vorpal rune at this time.
Sounds like a skill issue, I guess. I don't know.
Can't wait.
Look, if we encounter if we think that we're gonna fight a Jabberwock, absolutely, I will sell everything so you can have a Vorpal sword.
What level is a
Put it on
Jabberwock,
Doom
actually?
Bane.
23. It's above 20. That's about as far as I can remember.
Oh, so the lesser Jabberwock is 21, the Jabberwock is 23. Okay.
Aha! I remembered.
I thought it was going to be a Storykin. It's not. It's a Tane.
No, it's a fae.
What the hell's Narissa?
All right.
What?
We gonna go kill this dragon?
Well,
Nah, we'll just leave it be. Just to be contrary to what we just said we'd do.
Just to piss off Illustrana.
well, look, your
Yes.
players. I would expect it of you.
Actually, we're gonna scry our enemies, Matt. What are our enemies doing?
Which enemies are you scrying?
I don't think we have a method to scry.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
I have 9th level spells now. Oh.
You
Oh, if
absolutely.
we were gonna scry, I would absolutely want to scry that bitch. I hate him.
You're gonna have to be more
The Hell
specific. I'm
Knight.
sorry.
The Hell Knight.
Okay, there we go.
I hate him.
Because you gave Granny a crystal ball, remember?
Oh right, we gave her an orb.
Yeah.
Let's
If
kill
we
the
get-
dragon, then I'll circle back to scrying. I want to kill a dragon first. I love fighting dragons.
Just to kind of get a warm up, I guess. Well, did you want to do any scouting first? Is the big question.
Scout him out.
Yeah.
Just sort of fly. I'll be really stealthy about it too, keeping to the cloud cover. Would you like me to roll a stealth check, Matt?
You are absolutely gonna need one.
Cool. Well, not to brag, but I'm legendary in stealth. 35. Not
He's-
gonna re-roll
He's
that.
Petonius.
Yeah.
Butonius is following my lead.
Okay. So we're substituting? Okay, cool.
I mean, if you want me to roll Butonius with the bonus for following a legendary expert,
No, I'm good. You're in
I
control.
can. It's gonna be about the same bonus, Matt.
So, the question I have for you, Illustrana, is how close are you getting?
Maybe like passing, like maybe like
Well, that's
600 feet
600 feet?
overhead.
Okay.
600 feet overhead.
Well, I will get a perception check from you as well.
Cool. I'm good at perceiving things.
I hope you're good at. Did you want to re-roll that one? There we go.
I'm
Much
good
better.
at perceiving things.
Your flawless record remains untouched. Illustrana, flying overhead, it seems like our new dragon has kind of taken up residency over here.
Okay. So sort of opposite our other dragon zone.
Yeah, and from what you understand of dragons and territorial disputes, that's not unusual. But flying overhead, you can also see that the trees are already starting to warp in the area. You're not sure if they're dying or just growing differently now. But they seem to be moving strangely. And likewise, you don't really see any animals moving within the area. It's only been a couple of days as well.
It's properly labeled now. Okay. Do I see do I catch a glimpse of the evil dragon?
You do, in fact, catch a glimpse of him. He seems to be making a lair. And
Okay.
not in the usual way of just kind of finding a spot and like occupying a cave or something like that. It seems like he's literally kind of forming a lair. And
Around himself?
kind of. It takes you a couple of passes until you kind of get a proper look at it. And you realize he's making his home out of whatever creatures he catches and kills.
Oh, pleasant. Not.
Sorry about that. If that caught on the microphone, I had a mosquito.
That's fine.
He landed right on the microphone.
Otherwise,
That's unpleasant.
he's just doing what dragons do.
I'll fly back to the group and I'll say, well, I've located the evil dragon. He seems to be doing something quite unpleasant with a bunch of corpses.
That is such a
Sort of-
worrying sentence.
Forming a lair.
Better than I assumed.
After the bodies of the slain.
I feel like this is like going up and down, up and down.
Hey, Matt, can you give me a grid real quick? I just need to visualize something.
A grid?
Yeah.
Where can I take it?
I need to see what PK Starstorm looks like.
Pinking Starstorm?
PK Starstorm.
Let's go Harrowheart exterior. When you're ready, there we go.
Excellent. All right, so PK Starstorm.
Flash.
1, 2, 3, 4, and a huge creature will get hit by all of those, I think.
Oh,
1, 2,
wow.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so we're strategizing?
No, he'll hit by 3 of them, but I can offset them to the side. Then he will not be able to evade any of them, I think.
Yeah.
No.
It does hit all of them.
Also, bold of you to assume that he's huge-sized.
If he's bigger, then this just makes my math easier.
Yeah.
Tiny.
They deal 40. They're 40-foot bursts. They just
Yes.
are central 10-foot bursts.
Yeah, which can't overlap.
Yeah.
You just get fucked over if you're in the center of it.
And it can only take the bludgeoning damage once, so it's not really important to hit it with the bludgeoning damage a bunch. A creature in any of the areas
Oh.
basic reflex save against the spell, no matter how many overlapping explosions it's caught in, and can only take each type of damage once.
Gotcha.
Wait, are we planning
So it just
the
needs
whole...
one-
yeah, I think I know what you're
One
planning.
direct impact, and then the rest of them just need to hit. Cool.
As long as you're familiar with the spell.
I'm not. I just had to read this in the past few minutes. But I am now.
Which is the good part.
This is very Korgar coded.
Now, Illustrana, because you did do the scouting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have dragon lore or anything like that, do you?
Got fortune-telling lore. Got demon lore.
Give me demon
got
lore.
art lore.
Can I have Baka lore?
32.
I mean, if you want to trade in your what was it, the luck point?
my 5% luck increase for backing at the highest tier. No.
No, okay,
I don't
save
even
it for
remember
later.
what his abilities do, apart from just being swallowy.
He is very swallowy. 32. Well, combined with your perception check, I'll give you one ability and one other question.
Okay.
So what ability do you want to know about?
Matt, tell me about his swallow hole. That's the thing of the creature, right? That's its big ability that's on the 10.
His swallow hull. He can swallow huge-sized creatures.
Fun.
Where is from the gullet?
Matt got mad that I turned into a huge-sized creature to avoid being swallowed once, and he's decided never again, huh?
Something like that.
Was it? I don't even think Maratosk was one of yours, was it?
Yeah. No, Maratosk was one of mine. He was my boy.
Oh my god. I just thought he was cool, but now he's extra cool.
He was my experimental boy. He can have someone swallowed, as per the rules for swallow whole. He can also have someone gripped in his mouth. Neither of these things stop him from using his breath weapon. I think that's the important part.
Okay.
Does anyone have any effluvium resistance?
What?
Bedumtis. Valhazak?
Well, let's see
Okay.
what I'm resistant to today.
We're light on the Monster Hunter crowd here, I see.
A little
I'm
bit.
resistant to electricity today.
But there is that property rune that makes you gross to eat.
There is. Sunshine had it. It never came up.
I feel like Felix should have had it.
Yeah. I ended up in a lot of monsters' mouths.
You really did. What was your other mechanical question about Maratosk?
What is his worst save?
Reflex.
Okay, I'll pass that along. That's good for the falling stars.
It is. Oh, right, we're level 17 now. Wonderful.
Yep.
What
So it can put you up against a level 19 creature without an issue.
My canny acumen comes in.
Yay, I'm so good at being teleported.
You should have reminded me. I was going to
love
work on a
being
feat
an
for
elf.
you.
All right, well, he's just doing
I love
stuff, yes?
being an elf.
Maratosk
he's
at the moment.
he's killing critters.
He's doing an Arkveld, I see.
Kind of. It's not like he's making a cocoon, but he's definitely making a lair.
Gotcha. Okay. Unlike one certain small boy, I do not think this thing needs to live. So I will initiate combat by calling down a lot of stars.
I would like to be sort of stealthily on the flank of his lair.
Unless you want us to pre-buff first, Matt.
Well, it's a case of, do you want to do preparations, or you just kind of want to run into this with what you know?
I want to shoot a thing from 500 feet away.
Which is fine.
But I will also pop this, and then I will do the falling stars. So everyone is speedy.
Butonius is speedy. Let's go.
Spell effect haste.
Does Butonius get the extra hasted action if I don't command him and he gets his one action? Or does it only if I command him?
The way it's written is that he gets slowed and quickened action modifiers when he would gain actions.
Okay.
And I don't think the independent action counts as that.
Oh, what? That's so silly.
But it would count if he has something that gives him a reaction, so it's dumb. So yes, he would get it.
Okay.
Because if you have anything that gives your familiar or animal companion a reaction, and there is a couple of things that allow that, that counts as gaining actions.
No.
Maybe that's why they want your birds to crash and not be able to arrest a fall.
So,
Maybe.
Just because of what happened last time as well, there are 6 greater healing potions in the stash. This maybe suggest that some of our less health inclined people take some of those.
Illustrano.
Fine. I rolled
She's just gonna get
on my
swallowed.
25% chance to succeed.
Look, the elixirs of life give you a bonus to your fortitude saves, and I've never thought it really necessary until Illustrana.
Where's elixirs of life?
All right,
we
Matt.
just have healing potions. We don't have elixirs of life.
Do you want to throw up that initiative order?
Well,
Which one's
first.
better?
First.
The healing potion is probably better. I'll take 2. Because people don't trust me to survive. I don't know why they don't trust me.
Now, keep in
So you've
mind.
increased your con modifier, right?
No, not yet.
Keeping
Level
in
20.
mind that I have put you on the map, this is not a clear indicator that you are as close as you are.
Can I be have like circled around?
Oh, yeah.
I want to be like up here.
But no,
Okay.
it would seem that Maratosk has found some sort of giant creature's skull and is kind of using that as the base for whatever it's doing at the moment.
Why did we have that?
All I can think of is like something like a Muppet with the skull on its head bouncing up and down. But yes, casting big stars. That's what I'm doing.
Because that's the kind of druid you are.
That's the kind of druid I am.
Anyone else want to have done any pre-actions, gotten into position?
Are we like?
We're gonna kill him.
Yeah, it's just. Are we like within? If something it lasts for a minute, would it be reasonable to cast it now or afterwards?
It would be reasonable to cast it now.
Legendary monster.
I'm going to activate the Silent Hag.
Yeah.
I am now Illustrana is now unable to speak, but she does not need to breathe.
Okay.
Just for when he swallows me whole. I don't have to breathe anymore. It's gonna come up. I know it. I know the suffocation rules.
Little do you know. Well, I will get initiative from everyone.
Cool. Can I roll stealth for initiative?
You
'Cause I was being
absolutely
cool and
can.
sneaky. And a rogue.
Hey Matt.
Yeah. If you
Can
want to
you
move
make
closer,
me,
you can.
One size bigger.
Can I make you
Should
one size
be-
bigger?
To do that.
It should be huge.
Giggity. Not easily without scaling your token. So what we're gonna do instead.
Or I could put one over there. There we go. I think that's enough.
Thank you.
I've given you the effects of heightened large. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
that's what I needed.
that's a lot.
Yeah, so you know how it's like a massive amount of terrain area coverage?
Yep.
He takes damage from only one of them, which I think is kind of silly.
I mean, he takes damage from each one that you, because I think you can choose
you
that each
can't.
burst is
You
a different
have to
type.
pick
Oh,
one for all of them.
falling into the air burst.
Now, a couple of things to mention about this map. The brown swampy water is considered difficult terrain, even if you're a large size or huge sized.
I fly. It's fine.
If you're flying, that's fine. I'm just letting people know the bones can be used for cover if needed,
Neat.
and you can hide in the tall grass. Now, I just need I need the initiative for Korgar.
That's me.
Oh,
Arr.
very nice. Everyone rolled in the 30s.
He's gonna roll like a 50. He's
Yeah, I know, right?
gonna roll a 50.
God damn
What
it,
a
man.
fucking bitch. I'm sneaky.
You're
No,
sneaking.
I'm just making-
Can I have like 4 more to my initiative count for one for each of these asteroids?
How far up are you, Illustrano?
I would have been relatively low to the ground so as
Okay.
to avoid notice better.
Because I will need a number.
I'll give you 5.
5 numbers?
There you go. 5 foot in the air on Butonius.
I'm actually excited for this fight.
He's excited to kill my character, guys.
So am I. I mean, I'm also excited for this fight.
Like it's hard.
Listen, Matt has never killed one of my characters. Only 2 GMs have ever killed one of my characters.
Oh.
Hi, Andrew.
The award goes to Andrew for the most recent. and both of them got absolutely pulverized.
See, Kogar's about to be upset with me. But those area effects...
because you're gonna move out the way, and then I have to remove everything.
Yep.
But I haven't cast a spell yet. Technically, I'm actually.
Oh, I know that.
Because that's
You're
not how
fine.
initiative works.
I mean, it's dragon. I have to start with it.
You're gonna open with the breath weapon?
It's a good thing we're too far away.
No.
Good thing I'm far away.
Raw XD.
Roar XD.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna start by breath weaponing Illustrana to death.
Oh no, it's a case of who's got the better numbers.
Illustrana's got great numbers. 125 numbers.
All right, Ninzard, I'll move them.
We
For
see
fuck's sake.
Maratosk launch himself from the fleshy interior of his lair with an awful swishing sound. I can see you moving them. And as it does, we see it rear up on its hind legs as it lets out this horrible guttural yell that kind of reverberates up its entire neck before it just releases the jaws.
May I make a suggestion for the shouty sound?
You may. No.
Kind of doesn't have the gravitas I'd expect.
No, it needs... no, it's the rubber chicken sound.
You know, I in fact actually resist that by one. If I were taking that.
All right, where's your 50? Oh, there's your 50-foot cone. I'll make a basic reflex save. It's a void effect. It's arcane.
No.
It's not a spell.
What?
Oh no.
Oh.
That doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
No, it doesn't.
What did I say earlier to you,
You're
Nick?
gonna roll 4s.
Oh wow.
How many hero points do I have again?
You have got one at the moment.
Oh,
I did
okay.
just as well as Whisper. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Korgra.
Why
you
is it now? Because you're big.
Oh god.
Well,
Lord.
I think Illustrana might just dip from this one.
What's with Matt trying to open up with things that just make us critically fail all the time?
Look, you all rolled badly.
At least it's not the fireball that you back-to-back nat one.
That's true.
Bad rolls.
That fight felt really bad. It wasn't even Matt's fault.
I felt cool in that fight. That was because I was the only one doing anything. Wow, if I had critically failed that, I would be dead.
How you doing, Korgar?
Sorry, I'm just below half hit points. It's okay. It's only below half.
You've only got 3 less hit points than Illustrana.
I hope you're looking after your wife.
I'll be seeing it soon enough.
Quite possibly. But after
Korgar's married to Pharasma, confirmed?
After it lets
Didn't you
loose the necrotic flame, he kind of just readies himself like a dragon, talons out, ready to strike. But that is him done.
Oh. PK Starstorm.
The teeth kind of rattling. Well, yeah, he's about to fill it.
Roll your
Not
reflex
great.
save.
Roll my reflex save.
If you re-roll the natural one, I will hurt you. I know where you're going to be in October.
That's very true.
Yes!
I do have 2 villain points.
Don't you dare!
Dare it, Matthew.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
You know what? He's gonna take it.
Good.
Matt's saving it for the swallow hole attempts.
Okay, how much damage does the skull take?
How much damage does the skull take?
Yeah, I've got 3 airbursts striking the skull.
Oh, you remembered!
No, I didn't. I was mostly doing it for Ninzard. I actually didn't remember. I was just memeing, but that's quite convenient.
Because I'm pretty sure I told you some of the mechanics for this lair.
Oh, you absolutely did. I don't remember any of them. This was like 2 years ago, Matt.
No, that is true. It has been a while.
That's a critical failure, Matt.
That is a critical failure.
Yeah, bad news about that, yeah.
Okay.
Are you saying
figured
it's
I'd go
immune
for
to
it.
critical hits?
I think it's immune to critical failures is what it would be immune to.
And I am going to drop 9d10 hit points on myself.
I feel that's fair.
9d10. As to recover all the damages.
Korgar, you've been given a hero point by chat, apparently for being smart.
I cannot take any credit for that one. I am back above half hit point. Oh wait, I still have one more action.
I mean, how many actions
No.
was the spell?
Interact to poke yourself to heal.
Fulling stars,
Barrel
you're hasted.
quickened.
You are hasted.
Oh, we are.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, interacts
added.
do not count for hasted
Nope.
actions.
So you can
which I
stride or
think-
strike.
Is silly doo doo.
So you gotta move or strike.
What's my speed again? Not very quick, as I recall. I have a 30-foot speed.
You're gonna get closer to him?
This is a terrible decision, but I'm moving here.
Oh, you're quite right. That is a terrible decision.
It's a boss dragon and it has a reaction.
Yeah.
It does have a reaction, but it's not the usual reaction that dragons have.
Well,
No,
most-
it's gonna be worse.
Most dragons have a different, like all dragon reactions tend to be different based on the type of the dragon.
Well, this is a dragon about, gobbling things up, so its reaction should say, accept food delivery.
You know, you're not far from the truth.
God damn it.
All right, the aberrant hole. Sorry, the aberrant horde.
Yeah, you really want to
Excuse you,
work on
man.
the pronunciation there, bud.
I need everyone to make a reflex save, please.
I'm not another one.
That includes you, Illustrano.
Is this a prone effect?
Flying.
That's significant.
Oh,
Does it
you're gonna be
include
fine, Whisper.
Petonius?
Yeah.
I'll roll above a 10 one days.
Reflex.
Good job, me.
How many hero points is that?
That's one.
Yeah, you've only got the one left?
Mm-hmm.
Is Kogar suddenly going to be a barbarian? Don't think so.
That is, however, the third hero point that's been used, and the result has changed by 1.
Whisper, you've got the reflex stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
That's poisoning our hero points.
Same for you, Illustrana, so neither of you will take any
And
effects from this.
Petonius.
And Bretonius, he gets it as well.
Yeah.
What does Bretonius do with a fail?
On a 40, it's a fail.
Yep.
Oh god.
Normal fail conditions,
I
Matt.
don't think you needed to scale him up that much, Matt.
Oh, this isn't him. This is the Horde, and I haven't done anything to it.
On a 40, it's a fail. That's bullshit.
So, I have good news for people.
I don't think it is.
You're not going to take much in the way of damage, if anything at all. However...
Oh,
Why is he grabbed?
I'm putting the conditions on, and then I'm going to describe what happens. Bow, you're actually going to be restrained.
Okay.
As if responding to Maratosk's movement, we see the lair itself, this awful corpse piles that Maratosk has been putting together, just start to move and shift on their own as various terrible things reach out from the swampy waters and even up into the air to grab and grasp at you. And then it is going to use one of its lair actions.
Oh, I'm finally gonna be able to get to use my feet. Let's go. Got this.
if something kills you, don't die?
No.
Oh.
Different feet.
And we watch as some of the wounds across Maratosk begin to close.
Bullshit.
Boo this man.
He did take fire damage, if that matters for anything.
Maratosk himself doesn't actually have regeneration.
Oh.
It's his lair that heals him.
But
With snacks.
that is the lair done. Bow, it is your turn.
Okay, well, first I'm going to try and release myself.
Escape?
You
Yeah,
asked
you're
me.
good.
Fantastic. Just gotta check.
You're too
my-
big and too mystical to be held back by this thing.
Yeah, Bao's currently in like a giant werewolf type form with a floating cloud under her.
Wow.
No. Bow.
Oh, Father, where are you? 25. Wow.
What are you saying?
Oh, I should have used that on y'all.
You shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I could have made y'all immune to difficult terrain. Oh well.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. Forgot I had it. It's a card.
Keep in mind the swampy water is difficult terrain.
I'm flying.
Well,
Next question.
I'm just putting the 10 feet on you so I actually remember myself.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm going to pat myself on the back for a second. I did a great job with that token.
Okay.
Maratosk.
Yeah.
You did.
Try and hit him, and let's see how this works out for everyone involved.
That is not a critical hit.
No.
Well, he's not flanked yet.
I'm gonna be a little upset with you if that flanking would have mattered.
I just need to add some extra damage real quick. 1 second.
Yeah?
I'm just gonna say we should probably be happy that was a hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an 18. If it wasn't a hit, I would kill Matt.
Not to be a dick. Does map make any difference here?
Ooh,
Oh,
you bring up an excellent point.
it will still be a hit.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
No, that was an athletics check. That wasn't an attack or so that was a.
Escape,
it's-
escape has the
escape,
attack
isn't
trait.
it?
Does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's stupid like that.
But it's balanced as well.
It is. It works on enemies.
Because it works out really well. I was skeptical of it at first as well, but having played it for so long now, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Nice. Okay. So that was escape, move, hit. I'm speedy, so I get 1 extra. Might as well try and hit again. Except this time using -10. I don't
drink
think
up
it's doing it
quick.
right. I don't think.
You could tap me for healing. That's a thing you can do.
You know what? That's a better idea. Lay on hands.
Oh.
Wow. You don't want to touch Korgar?
He's
I mean-
stinky.
I have to touch Koga. It's a range of touch.
Okay. Hey, I get AC from it too. Oh, that's sick.
Oops. I didn't mean to be targeting him when that happened. Give it back.
But that's you done, Bao?
Yeah.
Bow, 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 bow.
Illustrana.
First action, command Butonius.
Yeah.
Butonius.
You're pretty
is
far
going
away
to
there, Illustrana.
escape. Butonius is going to escape. Don't worry, I'm going to close the distance. I said Butonius is going to escape. There we go. Let me take away my hero point. Okay.
She can close the
Butonius
distance.
escapes, I assume.
Yes. I was tempted to
Okay.
say no.
On a 47.
I was tempted, but no. It's a DC 41, I believe.
And then Butonius is going to stride, or fly. Why is it not drag rulering for Butonius? That's weird. Sure. Like 120 feet, so that's like about there. Okay. There we go, now it's working. Wild. Butonius is going to fly to there with both of his actions.
Yeah.
Then Illustrana is going to use her feet. Where is it?
I'd
Where is
suggest
it?
using your weapons, but if you really want to use your
Fantastic leap.
Yes!
as
Let's do this.
Illustrana is now dismounted. She's going to roll like some amount of she's gonna roll like a really like a really not at all hard
Yeah.
long jump.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add my item bonus to that. I get an item bonus of
You're fine, Eldritch.
+3. And then I have the one that makes me jump like a bajillion times. There we go.
Cloud jump.
Yeah, I've got cloud jump, and I've also I definitely make it.
Yeah.
Is the answer. So that's let me
Leap.
unmount, and then I leap. And then I will make my attack.
You're gonna be so upset with me if it's immune to precision.
I'm going to make my attack. I'm going to miss, apparently. Sure. I don't like that. He's flanked. Is that taking into account his flanks?
Yep.
Is it properly taking into account his flanks?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. He's sinewy.
Well, I don't like that. And then, oh no, I would start to fall.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I would begin to fall.
Lorem.
You begin to fall 5 whole feet. Oh my god.
I think
And then I
you've
get
got
to
some
mount my
Ipsum
bird.
still there.
We need to add some flavor text. It's fine.
I forgot flavor text. See, what will
You
happen
should
is
put
I'll
in
go
Lorem
back.
Bacon.
I think it's more I forgot flavor text, but
That's probably it, yeah.
when it comes to which of us is in charge of writing feats for this archetype, it is me.
Look, it's almost done though. I think
know.
I think we just need a capstone for it, and it's done.
I think technically it does have a capstone. It doesn't have a 20th level capstone. It's got an 18th capstone.
Yeah, the 18th is. Oh, that's right. I said it needed to be 20% cooler.
Yeah, we're working on it.
But is that you done, Illustrana?
Yeah, that is 3 actions.
All
King of
right,
the ruler.
Whisper.
Time. Yeah. Dang.
Why is everyone like trying to flank him?
I don't know, because it's a good idea. First attack.
It's
Wow.
a good idea. Except for that one. That one's a terrible idea.
Our monk's broken.
Fine. Now we're just gonna just keep swinging.
Matt, what have you done to our monk?
Look,
What have you done to our rogue?
Maratosk has something of a
Can't wait to get killed by Draconic Frenzy next turn.
Dickhead energy.
And yeah, that is my entire turn. My
That's-
groceries just showed up, so give me a second.
See, I got options now, but I think the option's going to be bow.
Okay. I thought it was going to be Draconic Frenzy and hit like all of us, but okay.
Surprisingly, does not have Draconic Frenzy.
Ah, he's got other cooler things.
He's not a real dragon then.
Or he's a wizard dragon. Wizard dragons don't get Draconic Frenzy.
Wagon.
Nerd
Yeah, let's do
dragons
it.
don't get Draconic Frenzy.
Wheelie, Nick. Wheelie.
All right. He is going to attempt to bite you, Bao.
Ooh.
I do think it's really crazy that
That is a no.
Tui really doesn't have a lot of high-level caster enemies.
There we go.
Oh, look, his breath is recharged.
Well, good thing he can only hit half of us at a time.
Are you ready, Bao?
No.
Oh god. Oh. Well, you know, at least if Bao gets eaten, we'll all be in range of her champion's aura.
I think then it becomes his champion's aura.
And now for the improved grab.
Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
Matt's poisoned our dice.
Matt just wants to TPK us, okay. Sure.
Matt is so sick of Stolen Fates and really wants to play Wilderfeast.
I'm gonna be real. If we die by being eaten by a dragon, I don't want to play Wilderfeast.
But you love killing your characters, Nick. It's like your favorite thing to do.
Yeah. I love killing my characters.
I love my characters just getting fucking vaporized. That's my favorite thing to do.
So,
I thought you loved smooching winged horned ladies.
I love that too.
using 2 actions, we watch as Maratosk bites Bao. And it's kind of a normal bite to begin with, and then you kind of just watch as its neck opens up and just engulfs Bao before swallowing her whole.
With my last breath, I curse Koga.
Curse Korga. Thanks.
Now, just to make it easy for me, Because this way I can move Maratosk without having to worry about anything else. Now, he's going to try kind of a bold move here. And it's going to trigger people's attacks of opportunities. So if you have reactive strikes or stand still, now's the time to use them.
I do have reactive strikes, and it is the last opportunity for me to use them.
I'd assume Whisper would also use hers.
Ah, that's right. She stepped away for a moment.
Bap. Well, why does it keep saying battle cry?
Battle cry! I don't know.
Funny.
Oh, I can use it when I critically succeeded an attack roll. That's nice. That's why.
Oh, because you're...
that.
Critically succeed.
We'll just move on from that one.
Whisper. Should I roll for Whisper?
Probably.
I just got back.
Yes.
Oh, got back?
What am I doing?
I need you to do your standstill. Because Maratosk is about to take to the sky.
Oh, okay. Well, it is just an attack.
Oh, cool.
50 doesn't crit.
A lot of damage though.
Yep. Because 50 doesn't crit.
Oh, everyone's got master
appropriately-
strikes now.
Taking into account the fact that he's flanked, I'll say it again.
It is. You're off by 1.
Oh, you bastard. I only crit on a 19?
All right. He's going to launch into the air. And just get a wee bit of distance as well.
High in the air, is he?
50 feet.
Okay. I can take him.
He doesn't
The
want to be too
second
separated
I-
from the fight.
The second I escape, I'm going to wear him like a suit.
Do I want to show this off now? No,
Yeah.
it'll be a surprise for later.
Great.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Now, Korgra's had to step away for a minute. Did we want to take our 10-minute break now?
Nah, I want to fucking fight this dragon.
Want to fight the dragon?
Let me kill him. Korgo should just delay until after Illustrana.
Because if Korga delays, that means the aberrant horde gets to do things. I've already got 2.
Oh.
Actually, no, I've only got the 1. So thank you. I won't change the villain points.
Why are we giving Maratosk shit?
He doesn't need help. We need help.
Oh, he's kicking our asses.
He almost missed on that bite.
He's kicking our asses.
He's a special boy. He doesn't have draconic
Bal's
frenzy.
being eaten.
I'm going to take away any pleasure you have in this, Matt. I'm going to humiliate this dragon if I live.
All right. So I am going to delay Kogar, at least for now. Now the aberrant horde gets an action.
What are they gonna do?
Illustrana, you've been given
These
a hero
little-
point.
Bitches, probably. Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh,
Oh,
you
Korgar's
back?
back. Do we want to circle back to Korgar?
Yeah, we'll circle back. Korgar, what you doing?
Crying.
Yeah, Eldritch, that's actually that is very accurate. I agree with that.
I guess I'll do the thing that I do.
Turn into a dragon.
I also will turn into a Durgan.
Yes.
I am grabbed.
Well, you wouldn't be anymore.
If I do I still have to do the flat check?
Oh, fuck me.
No.
You failed
No.
that.
All right, you're good.
20% of the time.
We are going to remove the grab condition from you, though, as you change forms.
Adamantine.
Adamantine. Yeah, you want to be closer?
He's 50 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You are quickened, though.
Okay. I am quickened, but I can't use sudden charge. Which is like the exact purpose of me having sudden charge. But I can't use it because I have to use just one of the two actions. But I have like 100 and something fly feet. So
Yeah.
fly feet, fly speed. So I'm gonna go all the way up to here.
Yep.
And
Probably put Korgar at plus 50.
target.
I'll do that. That's fine. As we watch Korgar turn into the adamantine dragon once more and launch into the air to take down Maratosk in flight while Bao tries to escape. You
Look at that.
motherfucker!
No, down you go. Get down, Scruffy.
What's that action?
Arrest fall.
Arrest the
It
fall.
just stops you from taking fall damage. You still
Trip.
fall to the ground prone. You just wouldn't take the 25 bludgeoning.
I can't find it quickly anyway. I'm not going to worry about it.
You probably want to save your reaction for something valuable, anyways.
Yeah, it's a DC 15 for like normal air, so he would just make the check.
Doop doop.
Unless he doesn't have an acrobatic stat, which sometimes occurs.
Oh no, it's me who built this. It has acrobatics.
Oh, right, it's not a Paizo monster. Transform, move, trip.
That does remind me, though, I've been forgetting something about him. I really
He's got an aura, because you always forget about auras.
I always forget about auras.
It's got like this frightful presence.
Oh, that would just be mean right now.
Frightful presence, yes, it would.
No. Because the aberrant horde, per the rules of the lair, can't use the same action twice in a row. So he can't be
Yeah.
healed again.
Yippee!
But
This is just going to be really mean. But we're going to do it.
You're always mean to us, Matt.
That
I'm
is a
inside
damn
him.
lie.
You're always the meanest GM ever. You never let us do cool, fun things like role play.
I'm starting to get worried that you keep eating my characters.
It's-
It's Matt's. Matt wants to vor your characters, Nick.
damn
My-
it, you
what
beat me to it. I was
specifically?
going to say, you should give him some kind of warning. There you go.
Some of warning, really?
Yes, a warning.
As Maratosk plummets to the ground after being knocked out unceremoniously and so meanly, he kind of lands, takes the damage, but as he does, and the kind of wash of mess kind of comes up around him, it solidifies into something of a shell as he gains cover.
You should be prone.
Well,
Sorry, as he gains what?
he gains cover.
Grand.
He should be prone.
I'll give him prone.
Thank you. It's important to me, Matt.
Bow! Yes! I do remember that conversation because we were like, what's going to stop people from just doing the same thing over and over again? I think it was you who were like, well, we'll just allow no repeats. But, Bao, how you doing? You are swallowed.
I'm gonna try and not be swallowed anymore. Thanks very much. That ain't gonna do it.
No.
That might.
And we take that off. Well, you do manage to stop prying yourself free from its mouth.
Fantastic.
And then it uses its reaction.
I'm coming to your house now.
Is Bao grabbed in Maratosk's jaws? I think Bao is, in fact, in Maratosk's tummy. Which is different.
The athletics check only turned it into a grabbed.
Oh no, that is very true. Because you were restrained.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's why the quick swallow works.
A swallow creature is grabbed, not restrained. That's specific from the ability for Swallow Whole.
Oh, that's the distinction I'm making there.
Yes.
Sorry.
If you succeed, you escape, but he uses Quick Swallow.
I would argue that Bao was in his tummy, not his jaws. She was grabbed by his tummy, not his jaws.
His tummy hands?
I mean, his tummy does have jaws. We can see
Yeah,
that.
real.
That, yeah.
All right.
Speaking of Bao. Oh.
Why am I getting damaged?
Because you're in its stomach.
I'm trying not to be.
I know. So, what's your second action? Because you are slowed 1 at the moment.
Does that cancel out the quickened?
Yeah, it cancels out the quickened. So you're just normal.
Well, let's switch that to grabbed for one thing.
It'd actually only be a -4 for Matt's goddamn bullshit.
I really don't think that matters at this point.
You're still alive, you're fine. I believe
Okay.
that's you. No, you have 1 action remaining, Bao.
That's 2 actions. So I'm still quite limited in what I can do.
Maybe heal yourself?
Oh, they have like an effect for Swallow Whole now.
Wait, can I actually do stuff, or is it just
Yeah,
escape?
you're allowed to heal yourself.
Oh, fantastic.
You're allowed to do stuff. You just take a slight penalty.
You can't use any attack or manipulate actions except to attempt to escape or force open your
Grabs.
bonds.
Not restrained, grabbed.
Why is you still got the restraint condition on? Take that off.
I've taken it off. I've put on
Why does it
Swallow
keep coming
Whole.
up?
Just
Can we just give
hands you go.
more effects onto Bao just to, make it go all the way around?
No.
I think at this point, all we have to do is get Bao to shrink down. All right, Illustrana.
Yeah.
Remaining air.
Yeah, you're suffocating. Butonius is going to use his independent actions.
Regret. Yep.
He's going to miss. Let's go, Butonius. Try your best. Illustrana is going to attempt a Dispelling Slice.
Oh, that's right. He's on the ground.
So,
Is there...
Let's go, I hit! Let's go!
Yeah, no, that's a hit.
Is it outside or inside damage that makes him throw up?
I have
I
to check
would
his
like
rupture.
to do. I don't know why it's not properly proccing that I have sneak attack, but okay. Unless he can't be. No, because he's prone. Is he immune to sneak attack?
No,
Okay, I don't know why it's
it should be doing sneak attack.
being silly like that then. Enfeebled one, clumsy one.
See, now let's
And
go start.
I would like to counteract his stupid shield.
The stupid shield, I will allow it.
That's a 34 to counteract. Does that succeed?
Just gotta do the mental math. Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, his stupid shield is counteracted.
Because the aberrant hoarder is not the same level as he is.
Then I have one more action. I'm going to raise my shield.
Alright, with your dispelling strike. Also, you have done the rupture damage required.
Oh, cool. I don't know why it's not. There we go. Apply effect. Okay. Gave it to me twice that time.
Bao, where do you want to be expelled to?
Nearest its head.
Like there?
Yeah, that's good. Just double checking on something. Did the slowed take away my quickened, or was it just like canceling each other out?
Canceling each other.
Just canceling each other out.
Okay, good.
Alright, that's you done, Illustrana. Whisper!
Alright, let's try this again.
You have flanking.
I do.
It's flat-footed. Oh god.
We're gonna call these the... Yep, that's about right.
Whisper, you've been given a hero point.
I think it's a little late for that.
Yeah.
You were too quick.
That is Whisper done.
Alright. Maratosk.
Tried my best to give Whisper her best chance.
Pity points too. I believe that's for Whisper. Well, his first action is going to be to stand up.
Stand
All
up.
right, everybody, let's get the kicking squad in.
I can hit on the reactions.
God, it's the JoJo meme all over again.
Oh, seriously? A 41 doesn't hit.
41 should hit.
Maybe.
It is not taking flat-footed into account.
Oh, that's because you're 50
43
feet
hit
up.
with-
Korgar is not. Korgar can't, isn't in reach.
I'm too far away.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I rolled a 2. I'm gonna re-roll that.
You gonna re-roll that?
Yeah, I want to re-roll that.
That's a hit. Alright, let's roll this
go
damage in.
Damage.
You're hurting my boy. What's with this? He's not feeling good.
And then I'm going to make him weak. Damage. He is going to be weak to bludgeoning.
To bludgeoning? Just because you're expecting
Yeah.
something very soon?
Most of the party does bludgeoning damage.
That's also true. Well, he's managed to stand up. You know what? This is a good time to do it. I'm going to activate his aura. I'm saying this so I, the GM, remember that people will need to do will saves.
Okay.
But otherwise, how's everyone feeling? You know what?
Chipper.
Korgar!
Ostron is feeling great.
Hi.
Chomp.
I'm 50 feet.
Oh, that's right. You are too.
There's 50 feet in the air.
Yep, so you're going to have to re-roll that against someone else.
It's true.
Roll worse, thank you very much.
You can
Unless
kill the
you-
bird, Matt.
Unless you have 35 feet of reach, which I don't think you have.
Well, even if you technically consider that its reach starts from like 30 feet up, it still only goes to 45.
It says we're 35 feet away from the thing.
It's got to be a whisper then.
Because it's a pretty decent module.
Do you
Alright,
want to kill the
Whisper.
bird, Matt?
No, really.
Oh,
Kill
he's a coward. He's a
Hit him with the
coward,
death effect.
guys.
Okay.
All right.
Matthew.
He nearly kills your character like 4 times,
said-
and he just doesn't attack it.
I specifically said to roll lower, Matt. What are you doing?
And now we're going to attempt the grapple.
Ah.
No. No.
Yeah, I have 15 million villain points.
I have like 2.
I have 15 million villain points.
Now, I'm not going to do the restrained on you to begin with, because we're going to go straight for the swallow hole.
Oh.
Whisper, you are swallowed whole. It is not pleasant in his stomach. 1, 2, and for
Oh,
his
this is kind of
last
meta.
attack-
You know, Whisper's swallowed Puddle. Now Whisper's been swallowed by Maratosk.
It
It's a little
was
bit
a
meta.
dragon that swallowed a whisper.
I don't know why it swallowed a whisper.
Oh, you're 50.
Because he hardly knew her.
Matt muttering in the back, oh, you're 50 feet up.
He's gonna kill me. You can re-roll that, Matt. I think you can crit it.
Yeah,
Go for
go
the
for the crit.
I
Re-roll
could,
for the crit,
I could
Matt.
take 30 damage, Illustrana.
Yeah. Okay.
Korgar!
Hello.
Wait, no, didn't move.
Oh.
There we go.
I'm beneath 100 hit points.
I would love for it to give me like my dragon breath when I'm like in my action bar, rather than me have to go fish for it in.
You might just have to drag the action to
sp-
the quick bar at the bottom of Foundry.
Well, it doesn't have a separate thing. Annoyingly, I just have to go to the spell list.
What's the aberrant horde?
It's still 30 foot, so I have to come on down. They say. 0. Hi, I'm here.
You're gonna get on his level?
I'm gonna get on his level.
Oh, Korgar. Sorry, before I
hi.
forget, we'll save. I feel like I'm gonna have to put a post-it note or something on my monitor that just says auras.
Right in the middle. Use the aura. Is this a primal effect?
No. Oh, wait,
Is this
actually, no. I think this is one of the primal effects. Emotion, fear, mental. It is a frightful presence.
That should succeed.
Let me double check. That does
Also,
succeed.
doesn't Bow's champion aura also do something?
I think you have to specifically get something for that. Maybe.
It's when Bao ends her turn.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
critically
everyone-
succeeded, so I'm
Right.
too cool for it.
Decreases.
Oh, good.
There we go. It doesn't hit Juliet. Eh,
Yeah. I was gonna go on a tirade about how you always hit me with your breath weapons and areas of effect.
why am I dealing mental damage? I want bludgeoning. And it does get a 14 status bonus to the damage.
It is.
Which I
It's
have
one of
to-
the things with higher level creatures, and it's one of the few things I always forget is the auras. Because as you get into the higher level creatures, they all have auras of some sort.
I mean, it's dragons. All dragons have auras.
Yeah, but undead, most of the undead after level 10 have auras as well of some sort.
I don't have an aura.
What's the reflex save?
39. Yes.
How much damage is it?
43 plus whatever weakness.
We have to go through Bow, Illustrana, and Whisper. No, we're going to reroll that.
That's a success.
So half damage.
You don't have to go through all of us. I'd happily let the turn end on Bao.
Move, breath, bite,
Bite?
crunch. That's a 3. Do we want to be greedy?
Yes.
I'm blaming you for this, Nick.
Yep. No,
It's
absolutely.
higher.
Accurate.
How many times are we up to hero points modifying rolls by 1? 8?
Too many.
Hey, at least it's higher. What more do you want?
I want
The
to
what?
hit, thank you very much.
To increase a degree of success.
Yes, that one. Specifically that one. A 19 would have been nice.
That would be good. Is that you, Doug
Because
Korga?
a 19 would have triggered Keen, which would have been a critical hit. That should be done. I'll rant later.
The aberrant horde, which has
I
been
think
left
actually-
alone.
Right now, 19 is just a natural.
Actually,
critical.
no. Aberrant Horde, can that roll against the Dragon Breath?
Ah, yes.
I think a 19 would crit organically right now.
That's a failure.
So,
So 43 damage.
boop.
There are no weaknesses to that one.
Now, on its
It's taken
turn,
a considerable amount of damage, really. Hopefully enough to weaken it.
it regains a little bit of hit points.
Can't give him stupid shield.
Wow. No, but responding to the screeches of pain from Maratosk, we do see evil void pulses begin to come up from the ground itself. I need everyone to do a fortitude save for me, please.
What's that?
Okay.
Matt?
Is
What
this
the hell?
is this a primal poison prone or effect?
You said you wouldn't make me roll fortitude saves.
Oh my god, come on.
Illustrata.
What? 25.
Did I even
I don't-
roll
I
any
don't know what
tens
you
in my
expect from me.
my dragon breath? No, I didn't.
Butonius and Illustrana going down together.
Yeah, Whisper doesn't have to make this roll because Whisper's on the inside.
Yeah.
This is an inside job.
Got a monk on the inside.
Korgar, did you want to use your hero point?
What hero point?
Oh, I am off? I wasn't sure.
I used one on a flat check and I used one on my attack roll.
Well, good news, Bao. You succeeded.
Hooray! Succeeded.
It's alright, I have hit points at the moment.
You probably have the thing that upgrades it to a critical success.
Christ, I hope so.
I
Juggernaut.
take double.
Betonius and Illustrana will take double.
For a moment there, I thought your thing said Cloud Dragon Cursed.
Double. No. My
Korgar, you've been given a
curious-
point, so if you bow,
Hooray!
Thank you.
I thought you're going to spend all your obscure points on me, Ninzard. I'm jealous now.
There we go.
No, he's putting all of his Obscura coin. You know, the shit coin that someone launched that they were faking to be you?
Wait, did that actually happen?
No.
It's a matter of time.
At least not that I know of.
Bao, you will take no damage.
Fantastic.
Maybe I should launch a shit coin pretending to be Matt.
I'd invest.
Bao, it's your turn.
Me. I'm going to use Blessed Counter-Strike.
Wait, you're a champion.
Yeah. Surprise.
Source or 2?
I need you to do a will save for me, Bao.
I don't wanna. I just started.
Yeah, that's when you make the will save.
I just got here.
Did you want to re-roll that?
Radical.
It's a little better.
That will be a failure.
She'll be frightened 1. Because it would be frightened 2, but you only get frightened 1 less.
Bao, as
Yeah.
you look at it and you feel this sense of fear start to come over you, you find yourself having trouble looking at it.
I mean, looking at it, but like just regular is bad to take in with the eyes, so fair.
Boop.
Ninzard sniped 100% of Obscura coin, apparently.
I am coming to our house. You will not know when I arrive.
All right, Bao, continue your turn.
Okay. What do I do to hit it?
Just roll a flat check. It'll actually, never mind. It'll do it automatically.
It should do it automatically.
Well, let's find out.
Never
matter.
mind.
Superb.
Do you want to re-roll that? And then also do the flat
Using
check?
what, Matt? You got
just
me to
gotta
use
use
it
your
beforehand.
You just go in.
Oh, on the will save, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I did too.
Yeah.
God. This is why I want it to be automatic.
I'm doing this in Whisper's name.
So why aren't you using an edged weapon?
Where are my keys?
I'm in danger!
I just want to know where he lives. I just want to know where they live. Just want to have a
got some
talk. I just wanna have a
questions,
talk.
guys. That's
I
you
want to
done
see how
now.
cool Maratosk is in real life. Let's go. Yeah.
Look. I think I'm safe in
If you
saying
can
this.
see how cool he is, then
I-
I'd like some too.
I
Yeah,
pitched
I
the
don't
idea.
think anyone's gonna be able to.
I did actually pitch the idea to do like a mini Kickstarter for Maratosk to get a full model done of him. And like do a one-shot adventure kind of based around him as well. Bit sad about that.
Well,
Because it would be a sick model.
It worked so well. That project.
I'll get my
Anyway.
miniatures one day.
Well,
It's
illustrate him.
Illustrana's turn.
It is.
No, I could be smart, and I could do like something like, I don't know,
Stab it.
use a healing potion, but those are for losers.
It's not going to make any
Wow.
difference in your case either way.
I'm gonna critically hit.
Fuck
So-
yes.
Fight, win, kill. Use Master Strike.
That is
Couldn't
so
take
many.
93 damage for me.
I'm sorry, are you dealing damage or writing an essay?
You know it's good when you
Both.
scroll down the damage.
All right. Already clumsy. Already frightened.
You can tell Illustrana is a lawful character based on how much paperwork that comes with each of her hits.
Okay, which vicious debilitation? Bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning still, yeah.
Stupefied. He's already frightened too.
Okay. Well, he
Now
wasn't
he's stupid.
stupefied, so it's only if they were already stupefied. He critically succeeds my impactful. Gosh darn it.
And he is already clumsy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Still standing.
Next attack. Going for 2.
Going for 2.
Miss. Oh. Do I do it for Whisper?
Well,
Yes.
No.
I will say that
For Whisper.
that whisper does
What?
that attack actually releases whisper.
I'm doing it for
you,
Whisper. Okay. Butonius now gets to go. And Butonius is gonna do it.
Out of the frying pan into the fire alarm.
Oh, he does it. Big damage from Butonius.
Is it going to be
17
big damage?
I love him, just kills him.
Will it? Will it?
Big
Oh
damage
God,
from
really?
Butonius.
Really?
No way the bird kills it.
Big damage from Butonius.
I am sending a screenshot to
Hit
the
that
Stolen
button.
Fate discussion.
Hit
As
that
proof.
button.
No.
Oh my god.
Hey, so Whisper, how did you feel about this fight?
I mean, it could have gone worse.
Animal companions
Did
are
you
about
actually
right.
get to do anything?
I don't think
You
so.
gotta
Yeah. Whisper hit a couple of reactive strikes.
True.
Exactly.
That's right, you did. You didn't get to hit anything on your turn. You got to hit on other people's turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Butonius is gonna eat some of Maratosk.
Wouldn't recommend it. Like for real, for real.
Butonius down the hatch.
Oh
Val's
God.
gonna start folding him like when you're putting away luggage.
This gargantuan sized creature, but
Yeah,
congratulations.
not anymore. Feels a 5x5 box.
Okay. Give me this loot. I would like to harvest his parts.
Well, give me that survival
Get-
check.
You get 1,000 teeth. They're not worth anything, but there are 1,000 of them.
Ooh, I have to check that.
41.
Of the 1,000 beaks. That will be a success.
Butone Tosk sounds like some sort of gas company.
How many Maratosk parts do I get?
12,000.
12,000 Maratosk parts.
It's mostly teeth.
Teeth.
This
Teeth.
the flesh and muscles tends to just melt. However,
Don't touch the teeth. How about the teeth?
I do have something else to let all you know about. One, the Tyrant card no longer feels icky to hold.
Yay!
And
Oh, is that enough to upgrade my thing to adamantine? Sorry.
and you watch as something crawls out from the body of Maratosk.
Is it like a cute baby dragon?
Maratosk pet. Sweet, we're playing WoW now. Oh. Okay, that's not quite as exciting.
Wait, no, that's inaccurate. Sorry, the
Blue
wrong name on
dragons
it.
don't exist anymore.
They're doing this, AP. Because this is pre-orc.
I still feel like blue dragons should exist.
I think the general consensus is that they still exist. It's just they're kind of
Where is this
pushed to
dragon?
the side. 1 second, I need to do one or two things first.
Like slavery.
What?
It still exists. It's just pushed to the side.
Oh, right.
You watch as this blue dragon just kind of crawls up from the mess of Maratosk.
So the way you phrased that made it seem like it wasn't that big of a thing. It's still a dragon. And is bigger than several of the people here.
Same size as Butonius.
It
Is this so Whisper has a flight speed now?
it just kind of lets out a little bit of a squeaking roar, as if it's only recently been born.
Oh, it needs to be much smaller then. That's that's a wormling you're looking for. This is a
don't
young
have
dragon.
That's for a wormling, except for a green dragon wormling. That's the only wormling that's been statted.
Just change the elemental
It's in the beginner's box.
Is that better?
Yeah, that is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna grow up real quick, just so everyone is well aware.
Yeah, that tends to be the thing around here.
The juvenile dragon. But yeah, that was a fight against Maratosk.
Woo!
Did you all like it?
No.
I liked it when I actually got to do things. I didn't like it
Liked it when I crit.
rolled below 10.
Well,
I liked it when
couldn't
I
do anything.
crit.
Yeah, they wanted to stop murdering baby dragons. Yeah, because they put that in Troubles under Atari, and there
It's
were
in the beginner's box.
yeah, apparently there were some of the designers that were surprised that it's like, wait, people don't want to kill the dragon, and then someone pointed out it's a baby dragon.
I wanted to kill it.
I sold it.
So bad.
Reasons
Drake eggs go for quite a lot, apparently.
God, so terrible. But yeah, and the lair actions, everyone enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, fine.
Everyone did not enjoy that.
Well, let me rephrase that. Did it make for a more intense experience?
It did.
Instead of just putting you up against a CR +3 creature.
Wait, he was level 20?
No, he's level 19.
We're 17 though, Matt.
Yeah, so only +2. But the usual thing where it's like a big boss encounter is to put you up against something that's +3. But the
It was
general,
definitely intense enough as is.
yeah. But
As evidenced by the immediate departure of my hit points.
you're all
He had
fine
really
now.
high AC, which is really interesting because the last dragon I fought had really low AC.
So I did upscale him, Eldrick. Kind of had to, because otherwise they would have rolled him.
Yeah, but I really like rolling
Dragons,
enemies.
yeah. Maratosk is a interesting experiment because we wanted him to be a dragon, but we also didn't want him to have the usual dragon things. Definitely something to like knock the players off kilter. That's why he doesn't have things like Draconic Frenzy.
Because he's a wizard.
But instead, he's got like the Swallow Hull, which is not something dragons usually get.
Tasty.
And he's got the good one.
snack.
So, players, we've kind of gone through our usual break. Are we good to just keep on until 8:30?
I've had my dinner.
Okay.
I just wanted to grab some. Can I grab some water?
Yeah, go
Yeah, I need to pee real quick.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
fine.
whoa. What, Juliet, did you say water?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I said water.
Oh no.
Was that a hydrate I heard?
Yeah.
Let's drown man. One more for luck. Enjoy, Matt.
At least I'm staying hydrated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, Deaton's not the kind of eldritch creature that comes from the bottom of the ocean, right? You don't have to drown him.
You shouldn't have made the emote. If you, chat, would like a cool drowning emote with which to drown Matt, you can subscribe to Tabletop Obscura using a Twitch Prime sub, which you get for free with your Amazon Prime subscription.
Wow, just chilling for
Alternatively,
me.
you can also use the Choose an Emote to unlock for a few channel points, and then get that.
Also, apparently I've been informed recently with Amazon Prime, Hell of a Boss, for those who are interested, is coming to Amazon Prime.
That's interesting.
It's still going to be on YouTube, it's just going to be on Prime first. Which, yeah, no, I think that's... A reminder that Dihydrate is on both extremes of under and over hydrate. Yeah, look. I know. Also, I've been on pixelation for far too long.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go back to your PopCat model?
Look, I was tempted to request that as an alternate skin for, like, the PNG Plus for Deaton. Just have the mouth instead of the eye. Because then it could be like a talking mouth.
A talking head.
So,
Why do you have to
Korgar,
make things worse?
Korgar, Whisper, while we're waiting for the other two to get back, what are you doing with this tiny blue dragon?
I can speak Draconic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It do speak the Draconic.
No.
Whisper?
Can I
It is blue.
but plop down in what I assume is still the corpse of the thing that just vomited her up?
Yeah.
Just look at it and go, hello.
What language are you speaking? Just common?
Draconic.
Draconic?
We are the only two people with said language.
Oh, this is very convenient then. It turns to look at you and goes, hello?
Very tiny. Where did you come from?
I came from here? I've always been here.
Yes. I think you're a better outcome than what was here before. You have a name.
I believe my name is Thunderblight?
Matthew.
That sounded like a very, very concerned Matthew.
I thought you were going to get a drink.
Came back.
He came back with anger. Question, Matt.
Yeah.
What do I know about blue dragons and their ecology?
Give me a Arcana, or you speak Draconic. I'll let you do nature. Unless you specifically have dragon lore.
I do not specifically have dragon lore, but we are in Harrowheart. Can I use?
Yeah, actually, I'll allow it.
Yay!
He is
free lore.
He is a
Hey, that
storykin.
was terrible.
You know what the worst part is?
It succeeds because he's a level something creature.
Yep. You obviously, this is the epitomization of the tyrant card.
Oh, okay.
So the ecology for this specific dragon is probably going to be different to what you'd normally get for a blue dragon. They do have a tendency to be organized, manipulative, and regal.
Yep.
They kind of like to be puppet masters. They like to organize. So they will often have scores of little creatures under their control that they can use.
What is their preferred biome?
I believe.
Deserts, I believe. Blue
what
dragons?
That's what I remember, but I don't remember properly.
Yes, deserts for the most part.
Okay.
Well, we've got a really fancy one of those.
We do.
You do.
Do you really want a
With
glass
a
dragon?
big sky.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, that actually sounds rad as hell.
Glass dragon.
Glass dragon. It sounds like something like that would have like cool glass mechanics. Almost like someone really cool wrote for Sinclair's library.
All right, no need to go around like a bull in a china shop here.
So, what are you doing with this tiny blue dragon?
Taking it to the desert, I reckon.
Butonius really wants to eat it.
If Butonius eats it, he's going to get a tail slap.
He's not going to. He really wants to, though.
Also, I think he has Maratosk to eat.
Well, he already took a bite out of Maratosk and he wasn't that tasty.
No, he just-
Butonius now starts growing teeth on the outside and inside of his beak.
It's like, hey, roll a DC 50 plague check.
Well, there are
Butonius has
crystal
got that
dragons.
bird to me.
There are crystal dragons. I know that. I just don't think they're glass dragons.
There are,
Other than a dragon type.
Not yet.
Oh god,
terrestrializing exists.
they have sound imitation.
Sound imitation?
Yep.
Yeah, they can imitate sounds.
Oh.
I have
Thanks
so
for
many.
clearing that
I
up.
have so many average manacles.
That's not a worrying sentence at all.
I have 6 of them.
I'm sure if you ask Arushale nicely.
Actually, do I have the... Does it still work?
I don't know what you're implying.
You can always get some practice on Fate first.
I don't know what you were implying. It seemed unseemly and
Yeah.
It's just not very ladylike.
and improper.
Where's our petitioners? What do you mean it's not... Like... There's a Ruchelet.
Yep.
She's so pretty.
Are you gonna... There you go. There's Fate, and then you put them side by side, and then you stick Illustrana in the middle, and then, hey presto, she's stuck in the middle with 2.
Actually, can I do that? I should be able to do that.
Occasionally, Sam is really good with words. Most of the time, he's not.
We'll just shrink that down a little bit, though. That's fine.
Illustrana only likes one of them.
No, that is very true.
The other one non-consensually kissed her.
I believe the spell said you kissed her.
Still non-consensual, though.
It was non-consensual.
that's correct,
There was a charm effect involved.
I still think, in my opinion, so that I can character assassinate Illustrana whilst Juliet's not here.
This is why I attend every session like a
single
fucking
one.
hawk.
Despite it
guys.
being non-consensual, I think that Illustrana enjoyed that kiss because it reminded her of Arushale.
This is why I attend every session like a hawk, so I don't get character assassinated.
One day you'll sleep and not have insomnia. And on that day,
Sam's
we'll
time will
probably
come.
not actually be playing because someone else will probably be away at that time.
Well, that's usually how it works, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, releasing Thunderblight into the desert?
No.
Yep.
He's there. He's put in the zone.
Whoa. What do you mean over there? No. Either here or here.
You want him next to your dwarf hut? Okay.
Yeah, so I can keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Just in
He's
case he
only
goes
a baby.
evil?
What do you mean in case? He's a blue dragon.
There's
They're
no alignment
naturally
anymore.
evil. It's in their nature, Matt.
There's no
It's in
alignments
their
anymore.
blood.
It is in his nature to be
An asshole.
conquering an asshole. Yeah.
Look, how could a dragon called Thunderblight ever do any conquering whatsoever?
Legally.
Probably with thunder.
Legally? What do you mean?
With a town vote, if I remember correctly.
He is the most annoying phase of Ganon. So
I would
Oh
also
my
like to
God.
say that for Stolen Fate, and I like that they did this, they haven't given any of the like storykin actual names, so it allows the players and the GM to like pick names for them if they so wish.
What I'm hearing is, if I redeem some points, he's no longer Thunderblight.
No, he is named. No.
also, I think it's really funny that you guys think that average manacles could hold Illustrana.
Isn't
She
Whisper
is, in
better at
fact-
thievery?
So they
She's,
need.
no, she's very good at escaping.
Okay.
Is what I was saying. She's legendary in acrobatics.
Good to know. We'll put a fuzzy lining on them so that she won't want to escape.
So they're more comfortable, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they're comfortable, she won't want to break out of them. We only got like a tiny bit of that sigh, but I can tell it was long and painful.
Well, with you having defeated Maratosk and stopped its corruption from spreading across Harrowheart, there are a couple of things that are, well, one specific thing that is left to you.
Mm-hmm.
The Prince of Wolves.
I think we can leave him be.
Just let him go. It's fine.
Like, the other guys don't like him either. And if we leave him to be an annoying prick long enough, they'll probably just gang up against him and solve that problem for us.
He's a demon. We should kill demons.
Yeah, but we're also helping those other pricks. And they can sort with demons. So what's worse?
Being a demon. Being a demon is worse than consorting with demons. Unless you're actively working to redeem yourself of your demonness. Then it's less bad.
Yeah.
But being like an active enjoyer of demonism is worse than consorting with demons.
On this tier list, I will.
Yeah.
Illustrana has a tier list of who is morally more evil.
Look, these things have to be sorted.
You imagine?
And then democracy is pretty high up there, by the way, just so y'all know.
Neck minute.
Neck minute?
Juliet posts in the discussion chat a legit tier list.
Democracy
and everything.
is pretty high up there on the evilness tier list, by the way.
Monarchy or
unnatural.
bust.
It's unnatural that one should have no ruler.
Now, someone wants to talk to all of you before you go into the wolf's domain.
Oh no.
Is it the bitch? Is that fucking... Oh.
It's the Lamia. She looks grubby.
I don't even remember her.
She is not taking her resurrection very well.
We resurrected her?
No, she was resurrected.
Oh, okay. I have no idea who this is.
She's the epitome of one of the cards.
Okay.
It's obviously the Lamia card, but I don't know which.
The
who has
liar.
that card. Wait, I thought that was the Rakshasa.
No, the Rakshasa is the Rakshasa.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, speak away, lady.
Well, I wanted to inform you that the Prince of Wolves probably has a great army at his command. And also he probably has some other protections in place. You might not want to rush in there just quickly.
Okay,
Would you
we'll
prefer we rush in there slowly? It's not... The element of surprise, if he has an army, then the element of surprise would be essential so that we could cut him off without his army.
I mean,
Catch
do
him
you
by
suppose
surprise.
it's one of those things where we have to
Well,
go
his
to multiple
pants are
different
down.
locations first to, like, unlock the ability to go and rush into him?
I'm not sure. But
Because it's sounding like we're going to have to go to multiple different locations before
Sounds
rushing
like
in.
there might be some stepping stones.
look, I'm just saying he's going to have an army. I know all of you are very powerful and very strong. And you're,
Isn't she the liar?
Aww.
and you're all
Says
big.
the liar.
I'm not actually the liar. It's just, it's because of what I did in my previous life.
You're fine. You're fine. You're here now. It's safe.
I'm not
She was
actually a
actually
liar.
a bird, and it's all just a big misunderstanding.
No, I tricked some adventurers into going to the Howard realm.
It's pretty funny.
That's why I'm the liar, because I wanted to take control of the Harrowed realm for myself, but I tricked adventurers to go in for me instead.
Oh, Brad, do you still want to do that?
No,
It's like
I
getting
was
up from their sleep.
murdered.
Oh.
I figured if I left here, I would die.
Oh, I meant like this one.
I'd prefer that a power-hungry person who tried to violently overthrow her rightful ruler not be made ruler of this Harrowheart. She clearly doesn't have the divine will of the gods if she failed to capture the throne.
Also, I'm a storykin, and I'm not one of the ones that's allowed to be in charge of the Harrowed realms.
Hey, hold up. There's ones that are allowed to be.
Technically, the tyrant is allowed to. From the Harrowed realm, the tyrant's allowed to control the Harrowed realm.
Anyone else?
The matriarch.
Don't have that one.
Probably a big spider.
Matt, did we see the matriarch card on the creepy old lady that was staring at us in our sleep?
I don't believe so, no.
The pervy lady. Tries to perv on Illustrana in her sleep. Luckily, Illustrana has an anti-perv amulet.
For that specific reason.
Yeah.
I remember this conversation the next time I talk to people.
I'm just double checking to make sure that there isn't enough one.
Another one what? Another perv amulet?
No. I'm just making sure I haven't mixed it up. No, the Queen Mother and the Matriarch are the same. So I was right.
Rad. So we find the Queen Mother and we stop having to do this.
Technically, you could also place the empty throne, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Why?
You've played Elden
Because
Ring, right?
democracy is horrible, obviously.
No, and the empty throne would mean no one rules Harrowheart.
Exactly.
Go
Then
on.
what would you have? Anarchy. It'd be absolute anarchy. People dead in the streets.
Well, no, some people would just cease to exist.
Ah.
Like the
Dead in
townsfolk,
the streets.
the cardigans, as you're calling them, would just cease to exist.
I was hoping
Dead
for
in
more
the
of a
streets.
freeform society sort of thing.
Rulers
That's not
need
likely
people.
Nah. Yeah, but people don't need rulers.
Yeah, but rulers
They
need
do.
people
They
too.
objectively do need people. People do need rulers. In order that
got in there.
in order that they not murder each other in the streets.
They're doing that now and they have rulers.
Look,
No one in Harrowheart is murdering each other in the street.
Yet.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be taking him on, see if you can figure out some allies. Didn't you do some work for the witch weirds?
We don't like them. They were sort of colonialist.
Okay.
Yeah, list of allies is... Cool.
We don't need allies when I can call down big
We're
old
allies with the observatory and the workers at the observatory.
Okay. Did you make
I would
any other
argue
friends?
that we are allies with, the realm of Keonan, but I think they're occupied in a bit of a... last I heard, they were rearming against Tree Razor, so I don't know if they'll have forces to spare.
Well, it'd be... Look, you're the rulers of Harrowheart.
Can we not bring some of our military from Harrowheart?
That's a potential option. There is currently a link between this realm and the Prince of Wolves realm, so that should be possible.
I reckon we just leave everything here, go on our own, and win anyways, because that's just how cool we are.
We are that cool.
Oh,
You've
wow.
definitely given me, like, an idea. I'll have to talk to a guy about it though.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna talk to the weird demon guy who allies with demons, the Hell Knight?
I mean, I'd like to talk to him too, but no, I was talking about my boss.
Okay.
This is about when Dodds appears
Uh-oh.
and says, I just would like to inform you all that the gateways have opened again.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's go kill some demons.
Well, nothing appears to be coming through them, but they do appear to be linked to some sort of desolate island of some sort.
Right.
How many gateways are open?
6.
There are 6 cards in this desolate island. But
Do we deal with the Prince of Wolves before we attack the island or after, do we think?
I kind of assumed that was one of them same.
I do need a perception check from everyone as you kind of look through the portals.
all right.
House, actually. $41.
41, 42, and Whisper. Bao, you're going to be the only one who doesn't see this.
Hell yeah.
As you look through the portal, there seems to be some sort of strange distortion, like a barrier of some sort.
Is it similar to the barrier we saw in the Harrowed Realm?
A little bit, yeah.
Matt's put a barrier in our way. Oh no.
I'd like to scry that Hell Knight motherfucker now.
Well, I was about to say, before you kind of run off to Granny, did you want to do an Arcana or Occultism check?
Can I do a religion check?
Can I do a nature check?
Damn.
I'm going to allow religion, but not nature. This is a little bit outside of that.
You shouldn't be allowing any of my checks. That's what a real gem would do.
Roll 35.
Do either of you want to re-roll? The session is almost over.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Got 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. Whisper. With your 43, you've encountered a similar effect to this before. There's some sort of teleportation barrier.
Damn it, Sal's here. He cast Dimensional Lock.
You suspect if anyone tries to use gateways or teleportation or portals to enter into the realm, they'll likely be teleported somewhere else. Still close by, but probably the equivalent of something like a dungeon if you put 2 and 2 together.
So, specifically the area we would be going into if we went through the portal.
Yes.
So we would be split up if we went through.
You're not sure. You might all be put into a prison together, or you might be put into separate cells. You don't know.
And the desolate island doesn't look like the Prince of Wolves realm? Or is it like Princey and Wolfy? Are there a bunch of dogs running around?
There is a definite keep that you can see on the island.
One of them wearing a diadem.
You can definitely see a keep, and there is some movement around the island. You can see some sort of army assembling.
All right. Well, I'd like to go scry a Hell Knight motherfucker.
Yep.
He does work with demons. I'll say it. I'll say it all the time because he does. He literally allied with the Prince of Wolves, who is a demon.
He's not a Hell Knight anymore. He's a former Hell Knight.
Wait, we're letting that stick?
What?
He wears the fucking armor.
Yeah,
say
because
it.
it's sick.
If I were a
Why
good
wouldn't you?
person, I would not wear a
Good doesn't
big giant
exist anymore.
fucking skull.
If you were a good person, all right, good to know. Illustrata is a terrible person.
No, it's Juliet's a terrible person.
I don't know about that one. I'm gonna stick with the Illustrana's a terrible person. Juliet can do no wrong in my eyes.
Aww.
She has a fan club and everything. I'm not in it, but
Who's in my fan club?
Kaylee.
your number one fan.
Who's my number one fan?
Wow.
I'm not scrying the Prince of Wolves.
Who are you scrying then?
The Hell Knight motherfucker.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. I thought the Hell Knight had the Tyrant card.
Ooh. Or does he have the real tyrant card?
He's got a forgery.
He did flip us off with the Tyrant card as I flew overhead when he was trying to do a cavalry charge.
No, he saluted us then.
No. He flipped the card at me.
I want to scry that motherfucker. Clearly the Prince of Wolves took it from him, gave it to what's-her-face.
Maybe.
Scrying
Yeah, that's-
Drustin.
I hate him.
Why do
was
you
his
hate
name?
him? Drustin.
My number one
Okay.
op.
I thought you said Thrustin, and I was really confused as to why his name was that.
I
Justin.
heard that as well.
Okay. But no, his name is Drustin.
My number one op in this campaign. He's exactly like Fuva the Betrayer.
Over the Betrayer, which you just decided, yoink, and then he died.
Yeah, it was really funny. And then I was like, do I get to control the genie now? And the genie did not like that.
There was some discussions, I believe, at the time. But scrying Drustin, at this point, he's kind of, well, he's doing his personal grooming for the day, at the very least.
Okay.
He's bound nearby.
Grooming children. Good to
What?
know.
No, he has his, like, you can only see, like, the top half of him, but he's kind of got, like, the armor off. He's, like, just doing his own little personal grooming things, you know, brushing his hair, making sure he's, you know, shaved nice and well.
Being a Minecraft YouTuber.
Suddenly, Bao appears to ogle.
He kind of looks up from the mirror, kind of looks down, then looks up again. And you
I'm
hear
just
him
gonna flip him off.
you hear him say, hello there.
I'm flipping him off. Double bird.
Now, you say double bird. Does that mean that you're double birding, or that you're birding and your bird is birding?
Up to interpretation.
Well,
There are now two Butoniuses. It's very confusing.
he waits a couple of moments and says, no, we're not going to have a conversation.
Well, I mean, frankly, if we do have a conversation, it's mostly going to be me insulting you. Because I think you're a horrific person who allies themselves with the darkest evils this world has to offer.
Would it make you feel better if I divested of such associations?
I mean, it would be a start for certain.
If I was to do this action, could we restart diplomatic talks?
I'm not able to unilaterally say.
Well, you're the one who's currently talking to me, unless the others are there as well.
They're not. We've got Granny here, and I point to Granny.
She just gives you that look where it's just like she can't speak. All things fantasy. Hello, welcome in for the raid. We're just finishing up the session actually, so I'm probably going to pass you along. But welcome in.
Well, if you can prove that you've divested from all of your previous evil associates, I think that there is grounds for some discussion to be had, but I don't know. It would take some convincing proof for us to believe that.
What proof would be sufficient?
Well, to start,
Yes.
we were planning an assault on the Prince of Wolves if you wanted to, show up and help with that.
Oh, so you'd like us to assist with your assault on them?
Maybe do your own independent assault at the same time.
Just suspiciously timed.
Yes.
Oh.
And also on the other side, so I don't have to talk to you.
If we're reopening diplomatic relations, we will have to talk.
I'm going to minimize the amount that I am forced to, because I find you detestable.
Very well. Well, I barely know you, so I'm not going to insult you in such a personal manner. Climax of the session.
Starter, it's not used to being high-roaded.
Look, this shot is just like, I'm just saying what I think is true.
Well, do you have a planned time for this assault?
Breakfast.
He kind of turns around, so he's kind of leaning on the basin.
Could probably have Korgar do like a sending.
Oh,
when
so
time comes.
do I have hours? Do I have days? Because if I'm mustering a force, that takes time.
Probably. I'm gonna waggle one of my cards to summon a paladin. And I'm just gonna be like, can you fetch like Korgar and the others?
Algon appears, and he goes and fetches the others. Now, just so you're well aware, I can't see what you're doing.
Well, I'm fetching the others so that they can talk to you about this.
Okay, very well. Can I put a shirt on?
I was never stopping you from putting a shirt on, frankly.
Well, I don't know where you're scrying from. And I'm currently in a towel.
I can close my eyes.
Bow immediately appears.
He goes and kind of puts on some basic clothing, which you would imagine he would wear underneath his armor. And by the time he's finished, the rest of you will have arrived.
Hey, bud.
All kind of huddled around. Hello, Bao! It appears we're reopening diplomatic talks.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huh?
No, we're discussing the possibility of opening up diplomatic talks. These are pre-diplomatic talks.
You want my assistance in
For
assaulting the king?
free!
assaulting and keep of an associate of mine, and in return we're going to reopen diplomatic talks.
Yes.
Maybe.
Because this is where I remind you, we have a common enemy.
The Prince of Wolves.
Dental hygiene.
The Norns.
Thank you, Bao.
Puppet wives.
He's gone crazy. We don't know what he's talking about anymore.
I throw a sock with googly eyes at Bao.
I think
Stop putting this on my hand! It's getting weird.
See, now I'm just imagining Bao just does it to Korgal while he's sleeping.
That's exactly what's happening. And now all of it is full circle. It is both canon and not canon.
While he's snoring.
The snoring that only occurs whilst Sam isn't here.
Does it just to annoy the others. So, when are you assaulting his keep?
Is he on like some sort of weird, mysterious, deserted island, or is he in a place more hellish?
His keep is within the hills, on an archipelago in the abyss.
Well, did the portal area look hellish, Matt? Were like the skies red with blood?
No, more like dark with the abyss.
Okay.
You don't happen to have like a back entrance into there or anything, do you?
Oh no, he's a paranoid person thing.
Unfortunate.
I don't even know his real name.
It's just a symbol.
Well,
It's fine.
to be fair, demons don't really like giving out their real names because you can use it in sort of name-based magics against them. It's a rarer feat that some may attain, but it is possible.
I understand why he does it. It's just seems overly paranoid with close associates, but considering what we're talking about now, it's a little bit inexplainable. But no, he has a island in the Midnight Isles, which is an archipelago in the abyss. And yes, he probably has some protections.
Hey, I'd like to do a religion check on the Midnight Isles, Matthew.
You absolutely can.
I'd like to do a demon lore check on the Midnight Isles.
You absolutely
Man, I would have
can.
loved that to be higher.
Good at demon lore.
Well, that will be a success. Is there anything particular you want to know about the Midnight Isles?
Who did they used to belong to?
They used to belong to Nocticular. When she ascended to godhood, the Midnight Isles were left abandoned. And in their
I'll
place,
ask Arushale for help.
some people have kind of
Nocticula.
moved in.
Started squatting.
Well, there were a lot of places that were just empty now.
Does the Abyss have
Squatters.
Scotters rights?
Well, it's the abyss. I mean, you just...
It's anarchy. Because they don't have the divine right of kings.
Well, listen, we might have someone who can get us in. If not, it might take a little longer. Is there a way to contact you, or do you want to, like, come over, or...
I believe that there is preventative measures that stop me from entering your realm. But you know my name. You should be able to sending me. That should be easy enough. I won't refuse you. You have my name.
Whisper's gonna like nudge Bow, be like, he won't refuse you.
Guys, ooh, the age difference. He's like a child.
He seems to think about that for a moment and go,
All right, Edward.
just don't watch me while I sleep, yeah? That would be
What
weird
next? Are you
and
going to
creepy.
start listening to Debussy?
Val's more likely to get drunk and fall asleep first than watch it.
Illustrana's had enough of this conversation.
Yeah.
She's leaving.
What do you listen to? It's Debussy.
Well, until you have more information for me, I will just kind of start ramping up the forces, I guess.
Fantastic. I think this is a good first start.
It is a good first step. As I said, we have a common enemy. And with that, I'm going to end the session there.
Bye.
Hey, it seems
Can't
like a
believe
great
he
place to do.
started talking to me. I just wanted to know where he was and if he was on the horrible, awful island.
He is not on the horrible, awful island, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Lame.
No, he's just on the prime material.
Can't believe he talks to me. I don't like it. I don't like it when he talks to me.
You're
I'm
in
his
a
number
high-level
one op.
campaign up against high-level creatures. and
I'm his number
characters.
one op.
Of course they're going to be like, oh, I feel as if I'm being watched. Someone is probably scrying. I'm going to say something and see if they respond.
I'm his number one op.
But with our heroes having defeated the dreaded dragon Maratosk of the 1000 Teeth, they have made their hallowed realm safe once more. And through a couple of discussions with some people and perhaps a little bit of planning, they seem set to take on the Prince of Wolves next week, or at least enter his domain and see what awful wards he has in place that they need to overcome. But if you want to find out what those wards are and what they will do to our dear party, you will have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time on a Saturday for Stolen Fates for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, presented by Tabletop Obscura, powered by Foundry VTT. I wrote Maratosk. I just want to say that because I'm super proud of him.
I think he's a sick dragon. Great arena fight.
I feel like he worked out really well.
He would be really cool if he had a model, but as Matt said earlier,
Is
that
not to be,
Kickstarter
unfortunately.
did not actually get to go ahead.
But we are going to send you out for a raid. I do believe our dear...
Dwarf and the natural 30s are both on.
Ooh, you know what? I rated...
Now, it's not a matter of what channel, what thing they're playing, because they're both playing Repo.
They're both playing Repo. Look, I rated the dwarf. I rated dwarf last night, so I feel it's only fair that I rate the natural 30s tonight. What do we all reckon? Yeah.
You're gonna have to raid them again tomorrow night.
That is very true.
Fine.
So you're gonna double up on one of them, one way or another.
Yeah. Look, I'll probably
We're
end
gonna
up
get
watching
you.
Dwarf on Down Under anyway. And besides, we have raiders from All Things Fantasy.
Woo!
Oh, thank you, Sherry. I'm gonna do this while. Thank you for the reminder. Where is it? There. Because I have spelled Yao Guai absolutely wrong, and it was pointed out to me.
Oh,
All right, there we go. That's the proper spelling now. That should work for all the overlay stuff now. It should be correct. But we're gonna get that rating raring to go. And yeah, All Things Fantasy. I think you'll like the natural 30s. I'm not sure if you've crossed paths with them before, but they do D&D stuff on a Sunday, and there's some really cool people.
they do have some pretty cool characters.
Right? I'm just trying to think if I've got anything else in the way of announcements. I don't really do. Tomorrow night we're going to be live with Gatewalkers. Gatewalkers only has like 2 or 3 sessions at most left in the entire campaign. They're having to take on an Elder God as level 10 characters. What could possibly go wrong? And yes, I do recently have a fish thing that I released for April Fool's Day that was really fun.
Well, if they have a boat, they should be able to take out an elder god. Notoriously, elder gods are very weak to boats.
Well, unfortunately, they're in the middle of a frozen wasteland. Well, actually, no, they're
Just
in the frozen
throw
temple.
it back.
Oh, God. All
Throw
right.
it back.
I hope everyone has a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where they are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.